not that serious. It's not that serious.
Sorry, Joe. Amy, you fix that?
All right, we're going. All right, everybody. Welcome to the Why Not Me podcast. I am your host, Jerry Ruiz. And with me today, I got a old school friend and Loyd with one L. Give it up for Loyd Shaw.
Up, guys.
He sent me a message telling me how to spell his name, and he spelled it wrong, so I had to fix it. So that's what that means. Why are you so quiet, Loyd?
Oh, what? I thought you were the interviewer.
Yeah, I am. That's the question.
What's that?
Nothing.
Why it's spelled wrong?
No, so
Grandma can't spell.
Is that spelled wrong, or am I just tripping?
I mean, it's spelled wrong, I guess you should say. Everyone else has two L's.
I think
My
that's
grandma
dope,
didn't.
though.
That's cool. It's different, at least.
Yeah, and she helped
Better
me
than
out.
Jerry.
Yeah, that's true. 2 R's. That doesn't make sense. It's jury. But I think she helped you out, bro. Because then you got to spell out less. Just
Oh, yeah, dude. I could sign so fast.
how many time have you saved throughout your life? Just, with that.
Enough to waste. Enough to waste.
Exactly, bro. I mean,
Don't make me go down the regret tunnel.
you see people with like 5 last names.
Oh, I don't feel sorry for them at all. I feel bad for them when they got to fill out like DMV paperwork then.
And 2, you know how sometimes they go by like first name or whatever? You bump up everyone that's named Loyd because you only have 1 L. So
Yeah, it does work like that, huh?
you're top of that list, whatever that list is.
Yes. Probably not a good one. Like a tax list.
Maybe. I don't know. But we're going to start this off today by... I kind of want to talk about... Not how we met, because I don't remember exactly how we met. But just us, I guess, talking through school and stuff. Just hanging out.
Clowning around, dude.
Yeah.
Sitting next to each other. R's and S's sat next to each other, and we were just clowns from day one.
See, if we went by L's and J's, that wouldn't have worked.
What do we mean? Wow, we would have been 1 letter off. There's only, like, 1 Cassandra?
Yeah.
No, there's 2 Cassandras.
I would have been next to the other Loyd with 2 L's.
Yeah, it's Salinas.
So yeah, exactly. But yeah, it's been a crazy time. Did we meet in middle school?
You went to Hardin, right?
Yeah, I went to Hardin. I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
we knew each other.
I was a Golden Husky, but then you were a Dolphin, too, so we were together in 8th grade.
Was I a Dolphin?
Pretty sure you were a Dolphin. You look like a Dolphin.
Dude, I was for the longest time I've been trying to remember the four animals or whatever they were.
I was like a Husky, and then there was the Golden Huskies, which are like the special A student kids. I did that 7th grade. I was like, whoa, I gotta get my grades a little lower. I ain't fucking with these kids. And then there's Dolphins. There's Wolves, right? Lobos. There's Lobos.
There's Lobos, yeah. Mexican
There's one more.
community, bro. Yeah, I can't remember him. I don't think I was a Dolphin, but maybe.
Oh no, that's all my dad shed, bro. All those yearbooks.
Yeah. I can't do it. But for the longest time I was trying to remember. All I remembered were the Huskies because that was the mascot. And yeah, so I don't think we hung out too much in middle school. We probably said what's up and whatever,
Oh yeah.
And then in high school is when we started hanging
Oh,
out.
high school. We started clowning around. I don't remember what our first class together was, but like ever since then, we'd always get classes together. We were always, always. I think chemistry is when we were our worst.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think chemistry was the best.
You guys don't know Jerry like I know Jerry. Jerry's a savage. You know the old CRT tube televisions, the one that's in your grandma's like guest bedroom, one of those old TVs that you used to watch Bill Nye on? Well, the substitute teacher was there. She was trying to set that up. And we're like, no, she's looking for the remote. We're like, me and Jerry, no, it's touchscreen. Yeah, and then Jerry's like, yeah, no, just press it really hard.
Yeah.
I even forgot who snitched on him. There's some chick. She's like, they're fucking with you.
Yeah. There's always someone like that.
And then the substitute left a hella bad review, and Miss Sierra was all mad at us.
Bro, I
No
remember
regrets.
I remember my Spanish class. We'd get a substitute teacher, and me and my friend we switched seats, and we're pretending to be each other. And like
Oh.
we're progressively acting worse so we can get each other in trouble. Yeah, I just walked out of class. I was just like, oh, you
Who
know
would you
what?
do it with? Who would you do it with?
Dude, I don't remember. It was either Danny Campo or Nathaniel or someone else.
Oh no, it had to be Nathaniel. Nathaniel would be the only one I know down.
And yeah, I was just like, you know what? Screw this, and I just walked out of class. Yeah, dude, it was that Spanish class was
Nathaniel got
crazy.
marked absent.
Yeah, or leaving. Yeah, exactly. That Spanish class was crazy, bro.
Who's the teacher?
The first year was jeez, it was some Spaniard guy. It was his only year there. I can't remember what his name was, bro.
Oh, me neither.
Yeah.
I only have Monroe.
Miss Monroe. I had her for my
Yeah, I
second
had
year.
Nathaniel, Monroe, freshman year, and we would all cheat off Nathaniel. He said he didn't know Spanish, so he'd get the easy Spanish class,
it
but
had to be the
Nathaniel could
second year,
speak.
bro. Because that or I had Nathaniel in my sec. No, I don't. I thought I had Nathaniel in that class.
No,
I did.
dude,
I had
everyone
Nathaniel,
cheated
no.
off Nathaniel.
No, that freshman year I had Nathaniel because we had Mr. Not Navarrete.
Oh, it must have been Miss Monroe then, because she was
No,
pregnant and
Monroe.
she did leave.
It was the Spaniard guy. He'd always be walking outside the school with the big old backpack. Like,
Oh, it might have been second year. Yeah, no, it was second year because I had the class of juniors. It was second year.
yeah.
We all cheated off Nathaniel. The
Yeah.
whole class. The whole class, dude.
Hey, he cheated off me once, bro. And you know those tests that you take every quarter to see where you're at? I guess it determines the classes you get next year.
Yeah, I don't remember what they're called though.
Yeah, but those tests. And Nathaniel, I think he copied off me. And like they're all different tests. So he copied off me, and when he got the results, he was all mad. He was all, bro. I thought you knew what you were doing. I was like, I don't know. I thought I got a good grade.
I got a good grade. I don't know why you got 30.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so that shit was. And then
I think I saw Nathaniel a couple years back. I don't even remember where it was or what I said. But I have seen Nathaniel.
was he at Olive Garden?
No, it was like out and about. I think it was honestly at a party.
At a party. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. I haven't been to a party in a while. This whole COVID thing.
Same, bro. I haven't been to a bar. Applebee's like, yeah, we'll send you margaritas. And I'm like, that's the best I can do.
Yeah. I heard Cali's opening back up though.
Yeah, there's sections, but it's all like you go in a restaurant, instead of it being 20 tables, it's 4.
Yeah.
You know?
VIP. There you go.
Yeah, or you sit outside like everyone else. Yeah. I just DoorDash, man. Let's be real.
How is that? My cousin does that, and he says it's cool. How's your
I don't know,
experience?
I'm a cool customer for DoorDash. I don't drive
Oh.
DoorDash though.
Oh, okay. Wow, man.
I'm number one customer, bro. I do that like 3-4 times a week,
Oh, hell yeah, bro.
and I tip.
On T-Mobile.
That's the trick, bro. They can see the tip before they accept the job.
Oh, nice. Damn, that's crazy.
So you put $10, this shit's there.
Yeah, can you refund it?
Ruthless, bro. What has Washington done to you?
I only tip if it's good service. No, that's not true. I only tip. I tip very well if it's good service. If it's bad service, then I'll just tip the minimum. Yeah, that's how I'm defining.
I mean, I'm not disagreeing.
it. It's better than some people I know that just walk away.
One time, a girlfriend door dashed off my phone, and she sent it to my work, which is out in Sand City. We stay in Salinas.
Yeah.
The poor guy called. He's like, "I'm outside, but I don't think anyone's here."
Damn.
Oh man, you're in the wrong spot. And we ended up tipping him like $40 just because he had to drive all the way out here.
Yeah. Damn. That's crazy. I would have
He
been
was
like,
all
well,
happy.
I would have been like, well, I think you got the wrong address, bro. I don't know anything about that place. Damn. I remember that Spanish class. Someone threw a basketball at the teacher's head. That's why I know it wasn't Miss Monroe, because I forgot what he said.
Jesus.
But yeah, it was.
I think I could see him, but like he looked like Mr. Trujillo, but he wasn't like him.
I don't know. I just remember him walking around with a little backpack after school to his apartment. or
Yeah,
whatever.
no, I know who you're talking about. I know who you're talking about. He's a short, stumpy guy.
Yeah. And I remember too. Damn, that class was. Dude, I'm telling you, that class was crazy. There's some guy named Andrew Ramirez. I don't know if you remember him.
No.
Anyways, he was late and he was standing at the doorway. He's like, "Hey Jerry," he's like, "Let me know if he's like, let me know when the teacher's not looking so I could like rush to my seat." I was like, "Bro, come in. He's not looking. Like right now's the perfect time." Like right when he steps in the door, the teacher was standing right there. He's like, "Andrew, what the hell are you doing?"
It's fucked up.
Yeah. Nah, but they got me back too, bro. I remember my English teacher in freshman year, Mr. Wright. No, it was in the portables. His name started with the R.
Oh, that white Miss. Oh, he's the white guy, tall
Yeah,
white guy, right?
Mr.
Oh, Runyon, Mr. Runyon,
Yeah, it
or
might be Mr.
Mr.
Runyon or Reynard or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. I know exactly what you're talking about. I had him.
He
I
got
think we had that together too.
yeah. I had John in that class. He sat next to me, like probably because the R's thing. John Ramarosa,
Yeah, no, definitely.
and they kicked me out of class because I was talking, so I had to they make you stand outside.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember that, like John came out. He's all, "Hey, Mister whatever," he said that it's time for you to come in. That you've been out here long enough. I was like, "Oh, okay." So I started walking in, and the teacher looked at me. He's like, "Jerry, I thought I told you to stand outside." I was like, "What?" I was like, "Oh shit." I was like, "Damn." Yeah, that was fucked up. That was a fucked up school.
He wasn't a nice guy. He was like ex-marine or something too, wasn't he? Didn't he have like a nub of a finger too? Like it was his pinky or something. He had no fingernail. It was just that much of the finger missing. He had no fingernail.
I don't know. That's gross though. He just puts it down your paper. Like, here's your test. Just a nasty hand.
Yeah, it was a pinky or something. I remember we all asked him too, and he wouldn't tell us what happened.
Makes sense.
But for sure, when he was in the service, he was fucking around with something he shouldn't have, because that shit happens a lot. They'll be dicking around with shit they shouldn't be dicking around with, and someone gets hurt.
Yeah. And yeah, that makes sense.
My grandpa was in the Air Force. He's told me stories about like that. Like, oh yeah, we'd be fucking around half the time. Fucking then a guy gets cleared with this fucking shin to the forklift to the shins, and it's not funny no more.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that sounds like good tax money. Well spent.
Tax dollars well spent.
No, that's awesome. Yeah, and then what do we go into? Chemistry class. That's when we.
That was Miss Sierra,
Miss
and we had
Sierra.
Nicole.
Nicole was there.
Me,
Yeah.
you, and Nicole, and we were all the smart kids, and we sat in that corner. We always finished everything fast and joke around all fucking day.
Yeah, and unfortunately we finished everything fast, so we screwed around.
I think in that class, I snuck on the computer and changed a bunch of grades.
Yeah.
Sorry, Miss Sierra. Sorry, Miss Sierra.
No, I remember that too. Yeah.
Yeah. I remember everyone like bombed a quiz. And she's like, "Oh, this is a heavy quiz," and like I waited a month, and I went back and changed everyone's grade on that quiz.
Yeah, she liked you a lot, which is cool.
I was white, bro.
Yeah, I know. That's
Teachers were hella racist back in school. I remember. Oh, dude. Oh man, what's his name? So the chick that ran the yearbook, what was her? Donahue? No, was it Donahue?
I don't remember.
No, it wasn't Donahue. It was
For anyone watching this is what, like 10 to 14 years ago.
No, it's 10. I think it's 10.
Well, that's senior year, but we were there since freshman, so that's
I graduated 2011. Yeah, so yeah, that's 12 years ago, 13 years ago.
10 to 13 years ago. So it's a little fuzzy.
I can't remember her name. But anyways, yeah, there was this one like racist PE teacher. Like I never had to run, I never had to do anything,
Was his name
and like
Mr.
never had.
Was
He's
he-
a big fat one, bro.
Oh no,
He
I
was-
didn't have
his wife was the one that ran yearbook. He was so racist, like blatantly, and everyone's
Yeah.
like, "Oh, he fucking likes you because you're white," and I'm like, "Well, what do you want me to do? Deny the love?
Yeah, exactly.
I got an easy pass. Like I'm
That's
gonna
your
ride this
problem,
shit
not
out."
mine. Yeah, no, I'm not hating. That's funny. Do you remember that? Jeez, what's his name? He was like a tall, bald guy as a PE teacher.
Green, Mr. Green.
Mr. Green, yeah, Mr. Green. I had him, dude, and he was whack. He was weird. He'd always wear short shorts and turn all red.
Oh. Turn all red.
I remember one time, bro, he made me run laps outside because I was doing something stupid, probably. And, bro, so I was running laps outside for like the longest time. And, like, let's just say like 40 minutes passed. And then one of my friends asked him, like, "Hey, when are you gonna let Jerry in?" He's like, "Oh shit, I forgot he was out there." Dude. And, like, cause they were in the weight room. And he's like, "Oh shit, I forgot he was out there."
Didn't even see you.
Yeah, and he's all, "So are you gonna let him back in?" He's like, "Oh yeah, I'll go get him right now." I was out there the whole time.
All right, go get changed.
Yeah, for
You have to
real.
go get changed first. There's your favorite back.
Bro, no one even called me. Like, I just see everyone walking out. I was like, all right, it's time to go. I was like, fuck.
That's
Nah,
fucked up.
yeah, dude, it was fucked up because I remember for the longest time I was like, do I just keep jogging? I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna keep going, and like, I was like, I can't. I was like, I can't no more, you know?
No puedo.
Yeah, yeah, so it was all right. I deserved a lot of that. I remember one time too. Do you remember Jesse Castillo?
Yeah. I went to Hart. He went to Hardin too. Yeah,
Yeah, we had PE together.
he's in the lowriders and stuff.
Yeah, he's into all
Well,
that
now
now.
he is at least.
And we were golfing. Do you remember when we got a golf in PE?
Huh?
I don't
With
know.
those weird golf balls, the little hollow puck things.
Yeah, so like, you know how you're supposed to like everyone lines up and puts their ball on the tee,
Mm-hmm.
and then they get to hit it as far as they can, I guess.
Yeah, driving range.
Yeah, and so we all did that, and Jesse came up and he hit all my golf balls, dude. He hit all of mine, and I was like, fuck. I went to go get it, dude. And then Mr. Green's like, Jerry, what are you doing? And I was like, oh, son of a bitch. Like, because we weren't supposed to go down there until he said it was okay. So
Yeah,
no
all
ki-
clear.
So no kid accidentally gets smacked by a golf ball. But by instinct, I was just like, fucking Jesse, let me go get my dad, you know? And he's like, everyone congratulate Jerry. He was like, you guys don't get to go golfing anymore. I was like, awesome. Dude, everyone was pissed. We just went to go play basketball. Yeah, it was fun.
You got you.
Yeah.
I used to play I used to play football with him in middle school.
Yeah. Maybe
Oh,
that's
man,
where we
we-
met. Because I remember playing football with you guys too, like at lunch.
Yeah, the flag football.
Yeah.
And they did flag football too, but yeah, we used to always play in the alleyway and like other spots.
Huh.
Garden. That's all I did those 2 years, play football during recess.
That's crazy.
And then, do you remember the flag football? Did you have a team for flag football?
Nah, you know, I don't think I was in flag football, man.
Because I think in my yearbook, I got a picture with Jesse Castillo, and he's on our flag football team. And it's
Yeah.
called the Rent-A-Cops.
Was he all squinting in the picture?
I don't know. Probably.
Damn. Yeah. No, I'm wondering if that's how I met you. Dude, I can't remember how I met you, man.
Me neither. It's just cool.
Yeah, it's just hanging out with each other.
It's got to be like being in the same classroom and then finally sitting next to each other and then just taking off.
Yeah. It's like, oh, this guy's.
Remember after like sophomore year, me and you were always fucking joking around, but you were always with the one girl you dated.
Oh yeah, for a while.
Yeah. You guys never saw Jerry walk down the hallway with her. You're welcome.
Yeah.
That shit was cringe.
Yeah, it was whack, but
It was cringe.
that's how it was, man. And then after that,
That's how everyone knew you.
Yeah, and then after
You
that-
were that guy.
yeah. Then after that, I was just like, yeah, you know what? I'm not about this. And then yeah, dude. That
Widened
kinda-
up.
That kind of screwed me over for a while because I was just like, you know, fuck relationships. I was like, I wasted a lot of my youth. But now I'm with the girl and it's really good.
Oh, as you get older, it gets better. Man.
Yeah. The good thing about relationships is you gotta learn what you like and what you don't like about stuff.
Oh yeah,
I remember one time
it's growing.
I remember one time I smoked weed and she got mad at me and she started crying. Cause I smoked weed apparently and that was bad. Even though I was smoking weed like the whole time, like with her. And she started telling me like, oh, my uncles would smoke weed with me, or when they were babysitting me, I wouldn't pay attention to me, and that's why I don't like it. And I just started laughing when she was telling me that.
Oh, that's
And I was like, well, yeah, they're high. Like I'd forget stuff too, you know.
you fucking
Yeah.
low key taking their side.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't
Fuck,
wanna
if
watch
I had
it.
to babysit you right now, I'd need some weed.
Well, that is just like I don't want to babysit someone. I'd rather be smoking. Yeah. Did we ever smoke together? I don't think so.
I don't even know if I'm allowed to say this on YouTube, bro. You used to sell me weed. What are you talking about? You heard my first plug.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, dude. I used to. Saw a lot of weed at
Scream
that
goes
school.
black.
Yeah. No, that's fine. I don't care.
I don't care.
Yeah. I was
You're
allegedly.
the first one to sell me a dime.
Yeah. Nice. This is awesome. I
I
might.
remember you did that, and here's the funniest story, bro. Like I ended up smoking it all that one night, and my dad's like, "What happened to that fucking box granola bars we just bought?" It was like one of those Nutri-Grain, like 40 bars in a box from
Yeah,
Costco,
that.
gone in a night, bro. Like that, such the gnarliest munchies.
Damn. My bad. I brought you down that
That's
road.
cool.
I brought you down that
Yeah.
road. I'm sorry.
Oh, it got worse. Let me tell you.
Yeah, that's what it's. Yeah,
Uh,
that's hilarious. I remember going into some science class. I don't think it was Miss Sierra's, and I just finished hotboxing at lunch,
definitely bio.
and then yeah, oh, were you there?
Yeah, we had bio together.
Okay, oh, my bad. I
There's a
walked.
couple times you went in high.
Yeah, it was a lot, like mostly every day, bro.
Because it was right after lunch. It was fifth period. That's why. It was right
Yeah,
after lunch.
terrible timing.
Terrible.
It's not my fault.
Hey, dude, you were acing the class. I don't see how anyone could say, like, oh, marijuana's bad for you. Me and Jerry didn't do shit in that class. Besides the labs, we didn't do no homework, just quizzes and tests. Passed with what? B minuses?
Yeah, the bees.
How could you be mad?
That's the class we played the tanks on in the.
Yep.
In the
Yep.
back,
We
yeah.
sat in the back. She put us in the back corner just so she didn't have to worry about it. She's like, you're passing, so I'm just going to leave you guys alone. But just don't be loud. You remember her telling us that? She's like, I'm just going to leave you guys alone. Don't be loud. And you can do whatever you
I
want.
remember her saying, "I'm gonna leave you alone," but I don't remember her saying that she liked me in any way.
Yeah, no, she didn't like us. She kind of liked me because I would try sometimes, but she didn't like you. She
Yeah.
always came in big. She kicked you out once.
Huh?
Didn't she kick you out once?
If that was in
I
computer
think
lab,
one time. Yeah, I don't know. No.
I got
Maybe
kicked-
it was. I'm thinking of Marvell.
I got kicked
Because
out.
Marvell
of computer
was
lab.
in that class.
Yeah,
Kicked out of computer lab?
yeah,
How'd you fuck that up? Did you boot Halo on the USB?
exactly. Yeah, that's what. That's what. It's your fault. You're the one how to show. You're the one that showed me how to run that program on there. So, hey, were you the one that showed me how to play Counter Strike?
No, not
No.
Counter Strike. I had Combat Evolved on the USB too, though. I remember doing that.
Yeah. Nah.
I had
Okay.
Combat Evolved.
So it was some. Maybe I taught myself how to do Counter Strike, but in my actual computer class, I forgot his name. Cool ass teacher though. I would I'd pass the USB around to everyone, and the whole class would play Counter Strike.
Drag and drop, baby.
Yeah, exactly. That shit was sick, dude. Huh. That was good times. I'm trying to remember.
No ping, too. No
Yeah,
lag.
Exactly. Just a cool LAN party right there. Everyone just in the same room.
Yo,
It'd be
I
funny
remember
because
those days.
we'd be doing our PowerPoints or whatever, stupid Microsoft Words and all that, and like everyone would do it fast, and like you just hear someone out of nowhere like, "Ah, fuck," because they get they get headshotted or something.
Camper.
Yeah, out of nowhere. So. Oh, but that day I got kicked out for playing Halo. We're supposed to be in the computer lab doing something. I don't remember. I got kicked out. She told me to stand outside, and I ended up walking away. Like I went to Mr. Nunez's class. Do you remember Mr. Nunez?
Yeah, dude. I used to work for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, like as a side job. I used to hang drywall in his house.
Oh damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, he gave me a side job. He just knew I knew how to like do stuff.
He's like, "You're white. I could trust you in my house."
Yeah. Well, no, he actually was like talking about something. I was like, no, you can't do it that way. It's gonna cause this. And he like cocked his head. I think he was talking to Daniel Gales about something. He like cocked his head and he's like, you know how to hang drywall? And I was like, yeah. He's like, how do you feel about $20 an hour coming over this Saturday? Yeah.
He's a child labor.
No, he paid me really good, bro.
No,
But
yeah,
we really
$20.
worked. And dude, he was the most interesting person. Like, you know this. Mr. Nunez was a really good like ex-military guy. When he was building that house, he'd put quotes on the 2x4s.
Oh, nice.
And it was talking about like the fall of Germany. There was stuff from Greek history, and like just like the randomest quotes. I'm like, hey, Mr. Nunez, what's this? He's I had something on my mind, so I wrote it down. And boom, put up a piece of drywall over it, and you never see that quote again.
Dude,
But it was like interesting stuff. And one of the quotes on the walls was like something about how like the fall of Greece came at the same time as like the what do you want to call it, like transgender stuff or like gender fluidity things. Like it happened in Greek. That was one of his quotes on his wall. And look here and now it's fucking going on. I'm like, Jesus, Mr. Nunez is smart as shit.
yeah, he was legit, bro. Is he still alive?
Yeah, I think he moved out to Baltimore or Maryland or whatever, though. I know a chick that's got his number, so if we want to get in contact
Yeah,
and put
dude.
him on here,
Yeah,
he'd be a
exactly,
good
dude.
interviewer than me,
I've been wanting
bro.
to have him on here forever. He was like
Dude, Mr. New is the most interesting person.
yeah, he's the best, bro. He's like the only teacher. I'll tell you a little bit more about. I guess since you said I was a drug dealer, supposedly. I didn't
He's
sell him.
hooking me up.
I didn't.
You're hooking the little white boy up.
I didn't sell
10s
him
and
any
20s.
drugs, okay. But
I knew it was oregano.
yeah, but nah, it was some good stuff, bro. My philosophy when it came to weed was I'm gonna be smoking it, which was the main reason why a good amount of it. So it has to be fire, bro.
Oh, yeah.
So
Got me looking for mine now.
yeah. And then I remember. Well, I remember that day I got kicked out of that class. I went to Mr. Nunes because I don't want to just be standing out there doing nothing.
Yeah. And he was cool with it.
Yeah, he was cool. He just told me like, "Oh, make sure you do some schoolwork or whatever you're gonna be in here." So I was just in there chilling. Everyone always, dude, I'd go in there a lot. Everyone would just always look at me like, what the hell is he doing in here? You know, just, just on the side table right there. Yeah,
Sitting on the sidelines.
yeah, oh, yeah. Yeah, I really like Mr. Nunes. That was my favorite teacher.
Same.
I
Same.
remember
Him and Mr. Blazer. Mr. Blazer was my favorite.
yeah.
He didn't care what creed or color you were. He was going to make fun of you.
I don't think I ever met Mr. Blazer. He sounds cool.
Oh, dude, my mom had him as a teacher. That's how old he was. He was a history teacher.
Damn, Mr. Yeah,
He was my mom's teacher. And when the first day I walked into his class and he read my name, he's like, "Which one of your family members were here?" And I was like, "What? What do you mean?" He's like, "Yeah, like I've had one of your, like, was it your mom? Who's your mom?" And I was like, "Trisha." He's like, "Yep, remember Trisha Shaw or Trisha Ford? That was her name back then." Like he knew, like just by looking at me. I was like, "Damn, that's how you know it's a good teacher when he actually cares about the kid like that."
Well, he's a history teacher. He has to know his history.
Yeah,
He'd be a
he's
bad
got
one.
mnemonics on lock.
He just has like a file right there of just the people in his classes. He's like,
Yeah.
all right, this is her. Class, we're gonna learn about Miss Ford today. Nah, but we're learning about Mr. Shaw today.
We're learning about mechanic stuff today.
Yeah,
Wrenching.
Eventually.
I could tell a bolt size just by looking at it.
Oh yeah.
People want to know how good of a mechanic I am. I could look at it and tell you what size it is.
I wish I brought some with me. I would just be pointing a whole bunch of different ones at you.
Yeah, well, you got to get something like put the Modelo, put the tall boy right next to the butt and the bolt so I can get really good.
So you can reference it too.
Yeah, but my boss, like, dude, he's been doing it for almost 30 years, like 27 years. Since he was a kid, he's run wrenching too. And I beat him sometimes. No, that's 22. No, it's a 21.
Yeah. Well, we could tell who works more.
Yeah. That office does wonders.
Yeah. And we'll get into that right now because you've always been a smart guy. And,
Fortunately.
Yeah. I remember one time, I don't know how this happened, but you were doing a project in Miss Sierra's, like making a balloon float or something. You remember that project?
Oh, how I had a trash bag with the straws underneath it and the aluminum foil with a little candle.
Yeah. And you somehow...
I still know how to do that.
You somehow
it's got to be underneath like 8 or 12 microns because when you buy trash, yeah, I know all about that.
You somehow convinced her to let me be your partner. And all I
give you all the credit.
All I contributed was the lighter.
I remember that.
That's all I did was just bring the lighter. Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, I had your back since then, bro.
Yeah. I don't even remember. I think I was just walking around too, and I just seen you in the hallway.
I got a lighter.
Yeah. Yeah. And
That's funny.
All you did was just watch a YouTube video and make a YouTube video out of.
Oh yeah. We had to do like a Windows slide thing about it.
Yeah.
It wasn't even PowerPoint. It was one of those Windows Movie Maker slides.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
corny.
You had to. I just.
You just had a lighter.
And I just stood there and took a picture.
Dude, you know how many prototypes I went through when I did that as a kid? I burnt the linoleum in the kitchen. My mom never let me live it down.
Yeah. The only thing I burnt was some carpet. So.
No, I did that too.
Yeah.
But that was like when I was 7 playing with fire.
Yeah, same. I play with candles.
Yeah, I was like 16 years old playing with fire, burning linoleum.
That,
A little more shame.
yeah, that's how you learn, bro. Einstein.
Why aren't you out in the garage?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Right after. Yeah. Yeah, shit. Nah. I used to dig holes in the backyard and light fires in them and then just cover it with dirt. I don't know.
You didn't even put a little piece of pork in there or nothing? Like,
Nah, I was just. I
come
was a little.
on.
It was
You're
snowing
like
though.
halfway there.
Yeah, I know. I was learning.
Mom, it's in my blood.
I was learning, bro. If I wasn't
Oh my God.
if someone let me, they nurtured my curiosity, it might have grown into something amazing. But I was scared.
You've been the best hole digger on the west side of the Mississippi. What,
They
Jerry?
They would have cast me in that movie Holes, bro.
Yeah. Me and Shia, like
Yeah.
that.
At least as a background guy. Just,
What you here for? I stole an empanada.
I started a fire. I wasn't in my garage.
Arson? Yeah, no, you would just say arson.
Arson. Bro, I remember. So anyway, so I told you something about Mr. Nunez. This is how this ties into it. So one time, I was in my English class and I had a bunch of weed on me, and the drug dogs came. Terrible drug dogs, but I guess my jacket smelled like weed is why they pulled me into the office. And some girl, she told me she'd take the jar of weed, and I was about to hand it to her. It was like in a little pill case, and the dog and the cop looked right at me, so I was like, oh no, I'm not gonna, so I'm not gonna get her caught up. So they took me to the office. The principal, the vice principal, what's his name? That little short, bald guy.
I want to say Trujillo, but I think it was something else.
Was he Mr. Nunez too?
Oh, yeah, he was a Mr. Nunez. Nunez with a Z.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, whatever. Anyways, that guy.
Yeah, he tried to take everyone's hats.
Yeah,
He was that asshole.
Yeah.
I remember one time he tried to take my hat. I put it in my backpack. He's like, come on, come in with me to the office. I was like, no, I got a class. I got to go. I walked away from him, bro.
You know why? It's because he was bald. And he was jealous. So he wanted people with balding spots and their hair receding.
Bro, he'd put white boys with baseball caps on gang contracts. Like that. The jealousy was deep.
Yeah, bro, I would always get followed by him and what was that other cop? The actual cop, Mr.
Oh, the white boy?
Yeah, Mr. Yanis?
Yeah.
Or Yanis?
Yeah, Mr. Yansome. So, hey, fuck him.
Yeah.
Remember he got me in so much trouble at the skate park once? It's the skate park closes at sunset. What do you mean sunsetting until 8:26? It's 8:20. I can't see the sun. Sunsetting till 8:26.
Take off your fucking shades then.
Yeah, for real. He was on horseback,
Yeah.
dude. He was such a cunt. And he got my sister too. He pulled over my sister too.
Damn. I heard he
She
was
was going to lunch and she had like a people full in the GMC Jimmy. She had everybody in there, like 8 people, bro. 2 to a seat. And the school officer caught her parking, and that's how she got caught up.
I would be like,
And all the kids were lying, like, "No, I wasn't in the car. I wasn't in the car." So that's how she got away, because all the kids were smart and lied about us being in the car. No, we were out here already.
There wasn't. Yeah, exactly. There wasn't one snitch, because that one snitch will get you in.
Yeah, but she still got in like a bunch of trouble. And my parents were all crazy about it.
Yeah. Well, usually if you're a girl, that's not.
I mean, when I got my license, I was driving with whoever, whenever.
Damn, that's cool.
But I owned my truck.
Yeah.
I wasn't driving my parents' vehicle. I owned my truck.
That's a little different too. That's a little different. But yeah. So they took me into that office, and they were talking to me about why I smell like weed, and I was like, "Oh, I let my cousin borrow this jacket, and he must have went to
Primo.
Yeah, he must have went to some party or something. I don't know." I was like, and they're like, "All right,
I'm just a
I'm a normal Mexican."
I'm the good ones.
Yeah. And they searched me real quick. They patted me down. I had it in my waistband, and they grabbed my belt and they went side to side like that. And,
Maybe a little shimmy.
Yeah, and it loosened up the pill case, but it didn't fall out. And the whole time after they're done doing that, that's when they talked to me, and I was petting the drug dog, and I was talking to them, and it was a little Labrador. And I gave them this whole bullshit ass story, and then they're like, "All right, you're free to go." So when I opened the door, I had to scoot my leg back, and when I scooped my leg back, it loosened up the pill case, and it just fell from my pant leg straight to the ground. And I was like, "Ah, son of a bitch!" And they're like, "Hey, come back in here." So I went back in there. He looked. He opened it up. He opened it. He's all, oh, like dude, it's a fire. And like there was 5 bags of weed in there, like little dime sacks. And then
What you told me.
one of them, and it was easier to carry dimes because to school than to.
Yeah, and
And
no
then
one's. It's just all their lunch money is $10, bro.
yeah, and then the lady cop and him, they were all questioning me all crazy. They're like, how come you have so much weed? I was like, I like to smoke a lot. And they're like, well, how come you have them like individually bagged? I was like, one for every day of the week. I was
Play it dumb,
Yeah,
dumb,
dude.
dumb.
Like I said,
Hopefully they think I'm retarded.
Yeah.
Please think I'm retarded.
I'd rather than think I'm a dumb pothead than a drug dealer. The fine.
Yeah, a smart drug dealer
Yeah.
coming in pre-packaged, ready to go.
Yeah, I was just like, it's for every day of the week. That way I can budget my money right. I don't blow it all at once. Anyways, yeah, they accepted that. The lady cop was like, I would have charged you for like intent to sell and possession of this and that. And I was like, oh, good thing you didn't know.
Well, no, it's because you're a good student, dude. You actually got like A's and B's. I remember you were a good student.
Yeah, it's just school sucks.
That's why we clicked even more too, is because we both weren't like stupid. Like we could actually pass the test.
If they could make school more interesting, I think that'd be a lot better for students.
I don't know. I just hate how like school in my day was all paperwork, bro. Just all worksheets and paperwork, and
Yeah.
like that's like I could do the work, but it's not how I learned. I learned through like like Nunez, the engaging conversations that man could have with you. I remember some of the lectures, like well, not word for word, but I remember some of the lectures he told us, and it's just like it hits me every other day, like especially like budgeting, because I had him for like family and marriage, like
Yeah.
that was a class, and like he's like, I'm not gonna go over the curriculum at all. I'm just gonna do my own thing, and like what he taught us, he was talking to us about credit cards and like all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, hell yeah, that's sick.
Those are the teachers you appreciate.
Yeah,
They're gonna give me a job.
yeah, exactly. Because it
I actually
showed
made like a couple $100 off them doing that every other weekend.
it shows that he cared about
Oh, I cared, bro.
not just about you, but he actually cared about what his work.
Oh yeah.
Because with like teachers and paperwork, they're like, here, just do this. Like, all right, like any teacher could give you
I
a
think
stack of papers.
I don't remember if you were there, but we did talk about playing Halo or it was Halo in the computer labs and stuff. And he was like, "Oh yeah, like when we were on the Navy base, they used to have it for days long. They used to have battle royales in their simulators on the ship."
Yeah, damn.
He's like, "Yeah, I'd be out in the first hour, but there's dudes that went like 7 days.
Damn, there was Warzone before Warzone.
There was Warzone before Warzone, dude. He told that story in class.
That's crazy. He was.
There'd be dudes out there for days just camping, you know."
Yeah.
And they were only like every day they'd get like a 2-hour break or something like that from the computer, and they would just take major naps and then hop back on.
We'll talk about this a little bit more, but anyways, what led to him? I remember I talked to him. It was after class during lunch. I don't know. It was just me talking to him 1-on-1. We're in his class, and he's like, "Hey, I talked to someone around here. I don't know. I guess the teachers talked or whatever about me, about what happened that day with the drugs, or he talked to the lady cop. There you go. And I guess he was friends with her or somehow. And he's like, yeah, I talked to her. He's like, you want to know the funniest thing about that? And I was like, yeah, sure. I would like to know what they said. He's like, they said that you were remorseless, that you didn't even care at all about about what was going on, about what they had to say.
Ruthless.
Yeah, and I was just laughing.
Just, can I go now?
Yeah.
I can see it.
Yeah. Now, like, I could see, yeah, maybe selling weed to
We
kids
done
in
here,
school.
boys? I got shit to do.
Yeah, exactly. Can I get those back? Yeah. Nah, that's cool. Nah, I like selling weed at school. It was fun.
See, I only got pulled into the office once my whole career, high school career.
Yeah.
And that was in Miss Putnam's class. I was cheating. Gosh, I don't remember his name. You would know his name, but I don't remember his name. But he's sitting in front of me while we were taking not the SATs. It was like some other like end of the year star testing, the end of the year star testing. And I was using my calculator or using my phone. I was using my phone calculator on it. And the teacher's like, "Are you using the calculator, Loyd?" And I was like, "No, what calculator?" And I like slid it, how our desk was. I slid it in his back against his seat. And like he like leaned back and hid it from the teacher.
He cheeked it.
And then like I emptied all my pockets, and then she's just staring at me because she saw the calculator or the phone.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Could you quit staring at me? I feel like you're undressing me with your eyes." Miss Putnam lost it, bro. Her jaw dropped. believe you said that. I'm taking the office right now. They go to the office, and then it was Miss Ashton, the one that's in that legal investigation. Have you heard about that stuff back here in Salinas?
No, we're gonna have to talk about that right now.
Oh, yeah, that's a big one, too. Well, anyways, I go into her office. She's like, Loyd, did you really feel like that? I was like, yes. Yes, Miss Ashton. She was not staring at me in a healthy manner.
Yeah, she wasn't looking through me. I'll tell you that.
And then she's like, did you finish your test? And I was like, yeah, I've been done. I don't know what she's talking about calculator. I've been done with the test for 15 minutes. She's like, all right, well, just turn it in here. You can go.
Yeah.
I was to lunch 30 minutes early.
I remember in that class too. Yeah, I think his name was Juan something. Anyways, he got in trouble for I think talking back to the teacher. Dude, people were how disrespectful to Miss Putnam.
Miss Putman was a disrespectful teacher, though, too, dude. She would come 30 minutes late. I remember just like her being like one of the worst teachers I ever had.
Yeah, that's kind of true too.
And it's her fault. There's no excuse about it.
Kinda, but at the same time, there's people that were just disrespectful to her as a person, like at a personal level. Like we were in the streets and we didn't know each other.
No.
That's hella disrespectful. Anyways, so guy,
just I know you, but I'm still gonna treat you like you're a stranger, dog.
bro. Like I don't remember what this guy told her, but I think he might have called her.
I
a
don't know.
bitch.
I remember Miss Putnam being so mean to girls that were really sweet, and they tried to be nice to Miss Putnam, but she just wanted to be because those are the ones she could pick on. Like I just remember shit like that. I'm like, petty.
Yeah, huh? I don't know. Maybe our class is just too fucked up.
I don't know. I feel bad for her, but I mean, I'm not gonna like lose any sleep.
Yeah. But I remember
reap what you sow.
I think he called her a bitch or something, bro. It was pretty funny and sad. But he called her something. He told her something, and she was gonna send him to the office. So she like, you know how they had to file a slip to send them to the office? While she was looking down, following the slip, he cut the cord to the phone. So, so she picks up the phone and she's all, hello? She's all, I need to send someone to the office. Is anyone there? And like, dude, for a long time, she was trying to talk into this phone and the cord was just like dangling from the other end. No beeps, because like it wasn't even on the receiver.
She's hitting buttons.
Yeah, dude. And I was just like, fuck.
Terrible, bro.
Yeah. And then I remember one time she was late, which is kind of funny. And so someone stuck gum in the keyhole. Like, they wedged it in there nasty, dude. And so when she came in, she couldn't open the lock because it was just I guess it was impossible. I don't know. And, like, we were already there for, like, 15 minutes waiting for her. And then we were there for, like, another 15 minutes waiting for her to open. And some kid in the back kept saying, I think after, like, 20 minutes, if the class doesn't start, we're allowed to leave legally. Like, he kept saying that, bro. And we're like, I don't know if that's true or not.
No, you get to report to the office.
I guess.
They can't hold you after. That's the one rule they can't do. They can't hold you after.
Yeah, that makes sense. But, yeah, I remember he kept saying that. We're like, just shut up, dude. We're all chilling out here anyways. Like, stop being annoying. I get it. That's one of those urban legends.
I would have been fine with just sitting outside the classroom.
Yeah,
anything but working.
Watching her
sitting
struggle.
there bullshitting, playing iPod games.
What were you saying? So what scandal's going on over there, man? That's crazy.
Oh, so you remember? God, what's her name? She was a math teacher. She was the larger woman. She was a math teacher. What was her name? Miss.
I only had one math teacher, and he was an older dude, and he was pretty cool.
I want to say it starts with an S. Oh no. Oh no.
Miss Statutory.
Miss Statutory.
Yeah,
let me Google it.
I'm sure you'll find her.
I had her as a teacher too. I don't remember why I don't remember.
I remember taking pre-calculus in school, and that was it. After that, I was like, I'm done. Fuck.
Oh, Mrs. Fickus.
Fickus? Kind of.
Yeah, so her husband was like getting kids drunk and dosing them with something. The lawyers. So I'm not going to tell you how I know this, but one of the lawyers on the case said they couldn't figure out what he was doing to the girls, but they were like waking up with their pants off, stuff like that. And this guy was just like chilling over there in the corner smoking a cigarette.
Yeah.
And so it was this big scandal that fucking like
I actually
they were reporting it to the office, and the office wasn't doing anything about it.
That's fucked up. I heard about this when
no, and there's a bunch of kids came forward, and my girlfriend's like, "Oh, I always knew it." And I'm like, "Oh, well."
How long ago were they reporting this for? Like, how many years?
He was a coach. He was just a coach. I think he did field hockey.
Yeah.
You know? So I don't know how long. I didn't follow the case that closely. I mean, maybe we'll get her on the headset when she gets home.
Fuck. No, I don't want to talk
she had him as a yeah.
I don't want to talk to her. Fuck that. There's
That one
no.
hit a little close to home. That fucking scandal.
Yeah,
That's fucked up. Feel
I,
bad
s-
for the girls.
I saw that. I didn't know she was involved, or not that she was involved, but I didn't know she was like defending them or
No,
whatever.
she wasn't involved. As soon as it all happened, she divorced.
Yeah, damn, that's fucked up. Yeah, that's
That dude
fucked up.
was just evil. And he did the Epstein and everything. He was going to court with a cane and shit. Couldn't walk no more.
Pretending that it
he, was,
affected his health.
he was
Yeah,
doing or no, not the Epstein. It's the
yeah, the
Weinstein. He was doing
Weinstein.
the
Yeah,
Weinstein.
yeah. I think the Epstein might have been pretty good for him to do. Yeah,
Jesus.
that's fucked up, bro. I mean, we kind of we're talking about teachers being in power and kind of taking advantage of someone, but that's completely
Oh, dude.
that.
Like I go back to that day and age. I was so impressionable. Like Jesus, bro. Just two other kids are doing it. I'm gonna do it.
Me
It
too,
was
bro.
impressionable like that,
He wouldn't
man.
even have to drug me. I drugged myself. Like fuck, that's how crazy that was.
Look, if they said volunteers and I shut up like
Yo, you want
that,
alcohol? Like fuck yeah.
where?
Yeah, say less. See, that's fucked up though, cause I'm an idiot.
Oh, so you remember all the white kids that you kicked it in Nunez's class? Dude, since like sophomore year, we were getting drunk.
Yeah,
I was throwing hot tub parties. Oh,
nice.
we were getting wild.
Thank you for inviting me. Yeah, JT.
Yeah, JT was there for one of them.
That's fun.
I still talk to JT.
That's cool. I haven't talked to him in forever. Forever.
He's the pawn shop king, man. He can sell you anything.
Oh, nice. Is he like the guy from Pulp
Pretty
Fiction?
much, dude. Yeah, no, Pulp Fiction. I thought you were gonna say from History Channel, Rick
Yeah.
Ness. Pulp Fiction.
What is Zed?
I don't even know.
Yeah. All right. Nah, he's not. He's nothing like
No, I know what scene you're talking about, but I don't know what his name is.
that. Yeah.
Sorry, JT, I didn't mean to go this path. I'm not gonna tag you in this one.
All right. So he's more like the pawn shop guys. Well, hey, there was a meth
Yeah,
dealer.
dude, he knows everything.
There was a meth dealer in one of those. I don't know if that's any better.
Ooh, Chun-Li?
One of the sons. Pawn stars?
Oh. Well, Corey was a meth dealer?
I don't know. One of them was.
No, probably not the one. I don't know. Fuck, it's a hustle, bro. I ain't the
Yeah,
hate.
I know me either.
People are buying it. Blame them.
Yeah, getting caught. That's your fault.
Get mad at the people selling it. Get mad at the people buying it.
Yeah, and just getting caught too. I mean, it happens, but it sucks. Yeah. Well, I think that's.
I mean, I took my hand at it. I was no good.
Yeah.
Smoking all the profits, bro.
Yeah. Meth? Wait a minute.
Selling weed, selling weed,
Okay.
selling weed.
I'm just correcting and making sure that everyone understands. I could see how someone trying to sell.
I thought we were talking about drugs, not
Yeah,
just meth in
just-
specific.
just slanging in general. Hey, do you remember people being like thizzed out? This was before like Molly was popular, but
Oh, ecstasy.
yeah, like small.
In high school?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and like I never did.
Guilty.
Okay, exactly.
Guilty, bro. I was in gym class.
Bro.
That shit hit in English.
Yeah, exactly.
And then I only had 4 periods because it was senior year. And then I went to lunch with my parents at some Chinese restaurant, and I was this the fuck out. I tried taking the plate and food with me as we were leaving.
Damn, bro. I
I'm
remember.
like, what are you doing? I'm like, oh, shit. I thought this was the to-go box. I'm sorry.
Bro, I remember I'd walk around the school a lot, just cause, and I'd see a lot of people just thizzed out in the hallway, like a zombie just chilling there.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I remember one guy was like leaned hella back and like sideways. I was like,
Oh,
bro,
dude, I knew the guy that was selling it. There was only 2 guys selling it.
yeah, it makes sense.
Not gonna drop that name.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, there's only 2 guys selling it.
I might have an idea, but yeah, we don't
The only reason why I bought it was to try it, and I was like, "Oh, this shit's cool." I'm happy as fuck.
Then I
I
can't
think
buy
I
it.
ended up like going to lunch with my parents, and I went to the mall and spent like $200, bought some Oakleys.
Fine.
I was high on life, dude. I love that shit.
That's crazy. Have you ever done it since?
No, I haven't done it since like I was 21, 20.
Yeah. Damn, that's crazy. I don't know. I've never done it. I've heard good things, positive reviews.
Oh, dude, it's like mushrooms.
Yeah.
I mean, I've done mushrooms. I've done a lot of mushrooms. Man, will it make you a happy camper?
Yeah, I like mushrooms.
Even after, like, there's no come down. Just like a week later, like you still have like those newer thoughts, newer, genuinely good thoughts.
Bro,
You look at stuff different.
yeah, I know. That's what I say. That's crazy. So I've done mushrooms. I guess the first time I had mushrooms, I had a chance to Um. All right. So this might be a make believe story for whoever's listening. But so the first time I did mushrooms, I met one of my cousin's cousins for the first time. We'll leave it at that. And I was in this room. We were already drinking. I was already high. Uh, it was already a good night so far. You know, it was one of their birthdays, and they threw a bag at me. And I was like, "What's this?" And I looked at it, and they're like, "Oh, it's some mushrooms." It was like probably an eighth of mushrooms. I was like, "Oh, that's pretty cool." I'm like, "I've never done them before," and I was just looking at them. They're like, "Well, if you want some, go ahead and split it in three between you guys, those three of us on that side." And we're like, "All right,
Oh, you
cool."
got a low dose.
Yeah, so we ate that, and there was other stuff involved that night. That's what so it was a pretty strong night, and yeah, I didn't hallucinate too crazy, but I could feel it. Like I remember sitting down, and I was like, "Bro, I don't feel anything." And with mushrooms, right when you say that, it's when they're gonna kick in.
Boom.
Yeah, I didn't realize that. And then my cousin was like, "Oh, you'll feel it soon. Don't worry." And I was like, "All right." So I was still sipping on my Hennessy. I had Hennessy that night. It was great.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeesh.
And
Every time I've done mushrooms, yeah, I've done alcohol and mushrooms, but I've always done like a lot of mushrooms and only mushrooms, no weed or anything else.
dude, you gotta do it with weed if you like weed, because
Oh yeah.
it continues that kind of high, like that happy high, and it just magnifies with the mushrooms.
I don't know. I'm just notorious for weed slowing me down. Even if it's sativa or whatever breed it is, it
Yeah.
slows me down.
Yeah, I don't care what kind of weed it is. It's weed. It's gonna like affect you. I get that too. People are always like, "Nah, this gives you a head high. It'll make you go through
No, I
your
totally
day."
understand that, but
Yeah.
regardless, it's brrr.
Yeah, it gets you stinky. Yeah. And yeah, so I did the mushrooms, and then they threw another bag at me, and I looked at it and I was like, "What the fuck is this?" And bro, it was a big old white bag with not Megatron, Optimus Prime heads.
Pills.
Yeah, and I was like, "What's this?" And they're like, "Oh, that's some I don't know, this ecstasy, whatever it was." Thought, "If you want some, try some." And
A little bit of ecstasy, a little bit of meth.
bro, yeah, I guess so. Bro, that was more than 500 in there. Dude, it was a big ass bag. It was a big ass bag. And I just threw it back at them. I was like, "Oh, not tonight. I'm already on this. I'm already on this experiment. Maybe next time."
Yeah.
Yeah. So
See, that's what I hated about ecstasy. It was always dirty. That shit always had like meth in it, and you'd be clenching your jaw and shit. Like, oh, this shit's got meth in it, boys. Because
nah, see, that's not cool.
I remember when Molly came out and I was doing Molly, I was like, oh my god, there's no meth in this. I love this one.
Yeah, I was gonna say MDMA is the pure stuff.
But as soon as it gets into a pill form, it's got something else in there, boys.
Yeah, life lessons right here. Nah, that's crazy. And one funny thing.
I'm normal, bro. This is normal for our age group.
Yeah.
I know people that are way worse than us.
Oh, I know, bro. We're chill. We had
Oh,
A's
dude,
and
we're
B's.
hard workers.
We had
hard
A's and
workers,
B's.
A's and B's, baby. Perfect slaves.
Yeah, dude. And then, well, the school's messed up by canceling Saturday school. So there was no repercussions to like you fucking up. I don't know if you remember that. They couldn't afford.
No, I never had Saturday school, so I never worried about it.
Yeah, you never did.
A's and B's, baby.
They couldn't afford it.
Makes sense.
After our freshman year, they couldn't afford like a lot of extracurricular activities, like a lot of like music classes. Budget got cut in half. They cut out Saturday school, so you could ditch, you can like do whatever you want, and they couldn't do anything because they couldn't afford to get you in trouble.
Until senior year, you had to have a certain percentage to fucking pass.
Yeah, that's
If
where
not, they would make you.
that's where
do
you
summer
screwed
school.
yourself over.
Yeah, yeah.
So they screwed themselves by screwing you, but you screwed yourself by not going.
Oh, yeah, you were the catalyst.
Yeah, exactly.
Playing some tidy.
No, I would never go to school, and I realized that's why. For a while, I went to the other program because I realized that my attendance was gonna be terrible.
Like, honestly, I wish after like middle school, because I feel like high school was just like a big repetition of middle school. So if after middle school I was done with school and I went straight to working, I would be happier than I am now.
Yeah,
I feel like I could say that.
that's true. Or
I went straight into working and doing stuff I wanted to do.
if you could only take like 4 hours of certain classes, I guess the basics, and then just do like 4 hours of work, I feel like that'd be perfect too.
I don't know. I feel like all the math I learned in middle school, I had to do in high school. So like,
Yeah.
what was the point? And I didn't take calculus as extra. I didn't take astronomy. Like I scheduled for astronomy, and it was like the first day, like we're gonna figure out how heavy Jupiter is. I'm like, see you
why?
boys, this ain't the class for me.
Yeah,
I'm
why?
doing a TA. This is an elective.
Now, like I said, I did up to pre-calculus, and then after that, I was like, yeah, you know what? You know why I didn't like pre-calculus, bro? You had to show
The
all your
homework.
you had to show all your work. Nah,
Yeah.
fuck that,
No,
dude.
I can do calculus. I can do calculus. Like I'm into machining, and like that's
Yeah.
part of automotive, dude. Like machining and G code and how all that works, and like, yeah, I understand it.
It's
I
all
watch my YouTube
engineering.
videos. That's how
Yeah.
I fall asleep.
YouTube. If they just showed me YouTube the whole time I was in school, we'd be great.
Set, bro. I'd be set.
Hey, but
I'd be into way more conspiracies though, probably.
hey, you know how I said that was someone's birthday party that night of the mushrooms?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, they drank the whole E&J bottle to themselves. I don't know why. We had Hennessy there. We had good.
I gotta fix my lighting situation real quick.
All right, cool, man. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I just gotta fix the lighting.
Okay.
Oh,
Uh,
and a
let-
beer run.
Yeah, let me
You're
know when
rowdy,
you're ready.
boys.
I just have the camera on myself. So one of my cousins, he drank the whole E&J bottle to himself. We went onto the balcony for some reason to get fresh air, maybe I don't know, just to go chill out there. And then that cousin that downed that whole E&J bottle to himself, he started throwing up, and like, you know, in the movies when they throw up, it's like that big old stream.
Yeah, yeah.
Dude, it looked like that. Like it looked fake as fuck. But dude, the big old stream.
No, like an exorcism puke.
Yeah, it looked like that for like a good.
I've done one of those. They exist.
It looked like, dude, a minute straight, bro. Like maybe less.
Yeah,
But
they exist.
yeah, he did that shit for a minute straight, bro, and everyone was just watching him throw up like that because this shit was crazy, and we're on mushrooms. So we're just watching him throw up, and everyone's just like, "Fuck!" After he was done, he just like slumped back to the side and just like passed out again. Everyone's just like, "God damn, that was crazy." And then someone's like, "Yeah, imagine him. He's on mushrooms too." Bro,
You thought your life was hard, bud.
yeah, right when he said that, he's just all. It's just right back to it's fucking gross. We were like, all right.
Like a dog sleeping. Like,
Yeah.
oh, you're talking about me?
Yeah, dude, that just that shit was hilarious. It was nasty. But yeah, I think is this now
I think it's time for mechanic stuff.
Yeah, I think we're done talking about real life. Let's talk about your fake life.
My fake life.
Yeah.
So I work at Ericsson Automotive in 4x4 in Sand City.
Fancy.
And I got hired by applying to a machine shop, and the machine shop didn't want me, so they gave my resume to him, and he called me. He's like, "Hey, do you want to like work on trucks and lift trucks? Do you have tools?" And I was like, "Yes, yes, and yes." Showed up for an interview, and he's like, "All right, you can start Monday." Because before that, I was working on RVs at Gleason's in Salinas, and they just didn't have enough work for me. Like I'd show up and be sitting there waiting for something to be broke. So I was still looking for a job, and then yeah, took off from there. I've been there for 2 years.
So yeah, like I said, it's crazy because you're a pretty smart guy. I always knew you were into like dirt bikes.
Yep, I'm doing that still too, bro. I'm rebuilding one right now. Do you remember Joey Hudson? We went to school with him. The white boy, Joey Hudson. Oh, well, yeah, I go riding with him. And I'm rebuilding a dirt bike right now, literally from ground up, starting with the engine.
Nice. Hey, is it hard to get parts right now, or is that normal?
No, we haven't had a problem yet.
Okay. I was just
Now,
wondering.
now for automotive stuff, there is problem getting parts for like lifted trucks and stuff. They're 16 weeks behind because China's behind.
Yeah.
So if you want to lift your truck, it's 16 weeks out, and it's not our fault. It's just the shocks and the stuff that's made in China, all the steel, the springs, stuff like that, comes from China. It's all contracted work.
Do people complain to you like it is your fault that you won't do
No.
their work for them? No.
No,
Oh, okay.
no, not me at least. When maybe to my boss, like, what? But my boss don't take that hoopty.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's just
Now,
rah to him, you know.
do you work on that main street in Seaside, or you said Sand City?
Pretty much, just off it. So you know where Home Depot's at? I'm behind Home Depot.
Oh, okay. By the Starbucks or whatever.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I used to work right there at the Porsche dealership.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I was a
What'd you do?
I was a porter. So I drove.
Okay.
I was the shuttle guy. I drove people
Yeah.
around / detailer.
I do a couple Porsches. Yeah, I work on a couple Porsches. I always worked on wrecked Porsches. Like, I have pictures and stuff if people want to see, but just like wheels looking all cross-eyed retarded because people got crazy fender benders and just the whole suspension system gets ran through and brand new.
Yeah.
Porsche's one of the nicest ones because when you order parts, it's complete. Like all the bolts, the nuts are there, come with the parts. Like they take care of everything you order. Compared to
Yeah.
Mercedes, to where like they're gonna nickel and dime you for every bolt, washer, and anything else they could think of.
Well, that's nice because Porsche does charge you an arm and a leg for their parts anyways. So I
Oh,
mean,
but all their parts are so immaculate.
hell
Like
yeah,
the only time I work on some nice stuff, like those carbon brakes. The brakes are not even the rotors aren't even made out of steel. They're made out of like a carbon
carbon ceramic.
fiber composite. Yeah, carbon ceramic. It's composite. Oh, the only time I see those is when those Porsches come in.
Oh yeah,
And then the SUVs, turbocharged, like they're the works, man. Because it's all contracted work for our shop through a auto body shop,
yeah.
and I do all the Teslas. Like if there's a Tesla that's been in a wreck in Monterey County, I aligned it.
Oh nice, that's sick.
So the steering wheel's not straight. Come back, we'll fix it.
I was just say, yeah, because I would talk to the mechanics there at the Porsche dealership. Cool guys.
Yeah.
I was a detailer too on the side. Help, pretty much watch.
Usually, all those techs know their shit. They're
Yeah.
not like some of
Oh,
the
yeah, they-
other smaller dealerships. Those techs know their shit.
Yeah,
That's the only way you get to work there is you know your shit and you don't get babysit.
Exactly, you have to. You have to know
Yeah.
your stuff.
Oh, well, that's what you need, man.
Yeah.
This industry, it's you have to do it in such a quick time, or in the time you're allowed to even be close to making money.
Exactly.
Because every time it's like, oh, it takes you like there's a book that says like, oh, this car, this make, this year, you got 2 hours to do the front brakes, or you got an hour to do the front brakes, and usually you can blow that time out of the water. I can
Yeah.
do them in 15 minutes if I'm just using nothing but electric power tools, but I like to torque everything to specification.
Yeah, it makes sense. This guy wants to make sure your shit doesn't fall apart.
It's you got people's lives in your hands, man.
Yes,
It's
sir.
literally the braking system. You got people's lives in your hands. You're not allowed to like have them come back in a week, be like, oh, what? You're fucking the brakes are leaking.
Yeah, exactly.
Oops. You know, there's no oops.
I'm a charge.
Like I pull these cars in. Yeah, I pull these cars in. There's car seats in the back, man. You gotta care. And we've had a mechanic work for us and come and go because he didn't care.
Yeah,
Like fuck ups would happen, and he just there's no remorse. There's no like, oh fuck, I'm sorry, I fucked up, or like you just like, oh, you know, bring it in, we'll fix it.
to him it was just
like,
a
it was
9 to
like, it
5,
was a-
right? Like he's
Yeah,
just like, I just want to go
totally,
home.
dude.
He's like, I just want to go
Yeah,
home.
if you want to be a mechanic, it's got to be a lifestyle, man. You got to love wrenching, and because you're going to be doing it 8 hours a day, and you got to work on your truck after the shop closes. You
Yeah.
have to love it.
Oh yeah, and that's crazy. That's sick that you work on Teslas too. Just
Yeah, I don't get to work. I only the suspension systems,
yeah,
suspensions and alignment.
yeah. That's very important though. That's
Yeah.
that's a very hard thing to do.
But our shop does the best alignments in Seaside. I can guarantee it.
I remember,
Because there's an alignment you can go to the tire shop for, and all they're going to do is set your car up and then get everything straight that it says on the computer area. Everything, all the sensors say everything's plumb straight and perfect now. But in reality, it's not accounting for the driver sitting in it, because as soon as you put weight in it, all that weight shifts on the suspension, so it's not as straight as it could be. So when I do alignments, when I'm doing all the testing and seeing what the measurements are, it's with me sitting in it. And if I know it's a bigger person or they ride with their whole family, we account for that, and we put like not water bottles, but like jugs of water, or we've even used jugs of oil.
Yeah.
Anything to get that weight in there to stimulate the real road experience.
it has to be Loyd approved before it leaves the office.
No.
And
No.
I know it's crazy because I remember at Porsche they used to take it to the BMW shop to get it aligned because it was the
Yeah,
same,
they didn't have a machine.
yeah, it was the same owners. And then I remember too one time we had a GTR, a Nissan GTR. It was a 2011, 2012, one of the earlier models. And
Mhm.
they had the rims on there. It had the lugs on the wheels. We didn't have the key to it. It was a special one from Nissan. So we
Uh-huh.
took it to them like, "Hey, can you guys take these off for us? We need these off to put some new tires." Yeah, you
They didn't
know.
have them.
Yeah, they said, "Oh, we're not allowed to touch that car. No one here is certified to even work on that."
No, we have those keys.
Yeah, so we're
We
like,
have.
"All right."
I got all the keys.
I think we went
There's-
back and
there's-
just broke them off.
Certain ways of acquiring them, but you have to be special to have the keys.
Oh,
A
okay.
master key set is what they call it, and it's like every single ones that Nissan's ever sold
Yeah.
or Toyota's ever sold.
Okay.
Like we have a Toyota Lexus master key set, and it works on Kias and it works on other stuff because it's all made through another company that's called is it McPherson or MacPherson or something like that makes all those for dealership.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna say like Fuji.
Yeah, so there's a master set.
Fujiyoto or
So.
something like that. Well, I don't know.
No, if you know the right people, you can get it off. I
uh,
haven't ran into one yet that we can't get off.
oh, I think they just broke it off. I mean,
Yeah, there's a special tool that just it doesn't matter what it looks like, it'll take it off.
yeah. But I
But
just
you
thought,
need new ones.
I just thought it was funny. They're like, nah, no one's here certified to touch this thing. Like, we can't.
Oh
even,
yeah.
we can't even touch that. It's a liability. We're like, all right then, well, fuck it. And then there I go with just the porter just driving around in it. Just
Yeah.
all right.
No,
Well,
there's special tests you have to pass to the dealership for you to be able to work on those types of vehicles. Like certain
yeah,
dealerships, they don't sell them and they never get them, so they don't care about getting that certification because they have to send you to a big city for you to go get taught all this on the chalkboard and then pass a test.
yeah. No, that
Like same thing happened with Priuses and electric vehicle stuff. All those guys had to get special test done just to work on a Prius. If you don't have the test, you can't touch a Prius.
because it's a liability issue, right?
Yep, it's an insurance issue.
Insurance issue. I remember the mechanics at the Porsche. They had like a plaque on the wall. It had their name on it, and then it had like certain badges and certain spots for like.
Well, it's all this shit, dog. It's the ASEs.
Yeah.
This bad boy right here.
Once you get certified for something, or you get your master of that thing, they'll go ahead and put that plaque, that little badge on that plaque.
Yeah, they'll mail it to you. Yeah.
That way it shows.
And you
that
can put it on your shirt and you can put it on your toolbox.
that's
It's a whoop-de-doo.
yeah. Well,
yeah,
a
I know
Porsche-
guys that have it and they're not worth a shit.
A Porsche, they were nice. It wasn't like a patch. It was like a legit like bronze fucking plaque on the wall. Like
Oh, then it had to be from Porsche then?
I don't know.
All right, it's probably from Porsche then. It wasn't
Yeah.
the ASEs.
Yeah, I'm just
But
saying.
yeah, there's always those tests. That's what mechanics, that's how they get scored.
That makes sense though.
That's how you can prove you know what you're doing.
Yeah. So you
But
can
there's
hide-
guys that can pass that test and then you put them in a car they never worked on before and it all falls to pieces.
It's not good. It's not good.
There's a lot of them like that. Like me, like if it's a motor, if it's an engine, an automobile, like I'm not gonna understand it all at the beginning. It's brand new to me.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I can figure it out. It's all basic sciences. It's all the same thing re-engineered over again. Like one motor's a V8's a V8, V6 a V6, or if you go to a lawnmower motor, it's the same exact science. And there's some guys that messes with their head too much.
The layout is a little different, so they don't even want to.
Yeah, the layout and it mixes them up, and everything just starts going to shit. It's like a domino effect.
I was gonna say, there's probably like 3 cars I've seen my whole time there at Porsche that kept coming back, and they just for the life of them couldn't figure out what the hell was wrong with it. And that was more just I think that's probably just that car in general was just a shitty car. Like you know how Porsches have the automatic suspension that lifts up, like and down when you turn it on and off. For some reason, it wouldn't lift back up, and bro, they would work on that thing so many times, and after a while, they gave it to me to test drive it, to make sure like it was working. And every time I brought it back, like halfway through the drive, it ended up like going back lowered and just stopped working the system. And they're like, yeah, we figured it was gonna do that, so we just took you because we don't want to waste our time test driving it.
We didn't want to waste our time.
Yeah. And I was like, that's fine. Well,
No, that's a real thing though, man. Mechanics, like, dude, like test driving sucks so much time out of the whole process.
yeah.
And like a lot of people are like, oh well, it makes this one clunk, and you got to be doing 65, hit a deer, and then jump over a kangaroo, and then it'll make the sound. It's like, dude, you know how long it's gonna make me, like how long it takes me to get that sound to pop,
Yeah.
or whatever, and then I got to drive it back, crawl underneath it, and figure exactly where it came out from. Like that's time I'm not getting paid for. So a lot of shops will just push that off. Like, oh no, like we don't do that here.
Yo, bro, I can't find a kangaroo at this time of the day. They only come out at night.
Yeah, no, dude, it's honestly, and people describe the problem so terribly.
Yeah.
Some people describe them really well. Some people can't describe it for their life.
I remember. I don't remember what Porsche it was. It was an SUV one. It was either a Cayenne or a Macan. But it was making some rattling noise, and my friend like literally took it all apart, dude. And he's like, I can't find where any of the noise would be coming from. I don't know how he ended up fixing it, but it was just for a little vibration whenever they drove the car, and he had to fix it.
Yeah, no, we've got one of those on a Toyota Camry before, and like we went through the whole suspension. We thought it was a tranny, and then what it ended up being was a windshield wiper motor. One of the bolts was not tight, just tight enough, so it would rattle. The rubber bushing would rattle because it has a metal collar sleeve in the inside of the bushing. It would rattle on the bolt, and that was the click.
That was the click. That's hilarious.
That was it.
And did it take you forever to figure it out, or?
It took like 3 days.
Oh, yeah? Jeez, that sucks.
Yeah, it took it didn't take 3 days, but it took 3 separate occasions of about 2 to 3 hours each.
Yeah, of visits and
Of
shit.
driving it, tightening it, taking something apart, putting it back together. Nope, not that. Nope, not that. Nope, not that.
I remember
All it was a windshield wiper motor.
Yeah. Speaking of that, I remember the rear windshield wiper. It was getting stuck when they turned it on. So my boss is like, "Go wax that back window for me real quick." So I went and waxed it, and the thing was just smooth. It was just
They're
it was working.
gliding.
Yeah, it was working perfect. The customer was happy. My boss is
Yeah,
happy.
the electric motor was too weak.
Huh?
That's all it was.
Yeah, I guess
The
so.
electric motor was too weak. It was an old school brush motor.
I
So
guess
once it
so.
dips below a certain RPM, it struggles to keep the torque going.
Yeah. So I guess that worked. The wax, it was smoother, so
Yeah,
you could
because
start
it only
doing.
works when it's brand new. That's how they make them. They make them brand new. They test them brand new. So
Yeah.
once it's a year old and it's got this rust or whatever problem, then it becomes an issue. Like Toyota frames falling directly in half, like all those Tacomas. You ever hear about that?
Was it Toyota? I thought it was
Yeah,
Ford.
Toyota Tacomas. Their frames. They've been using the same frames, the same motors, the same technology. That's why Toyotas are so good. Toyotas go for so long. They ain't changing shit. They've been keeping the same thing going for 13 years, you know? They're
Yeah.
not redesigning the wheel. And that's why they're so good compared to BMW. They redesign the wheel every year, and it does nothing but bite them in the ass. But they don't care. They already sold it to you.
Yeah, that's true. And they'll make money fixing
They
it too.
start doing this when you drive it back.
Yeah, I know fucking BMWs are expensive, man.
Oh, they're the worst ones to work on, dude.
Yeah,
Like BMW motorwork it's not hard, but it just makes you question the humanity of these engineers. Why would you do this?
yeah.
What made you go like, eureka, this is the greatest thing we could ever do? We're gonna put an axle shaft through the oil pan, boys. Yeah, the oil pan.
No, it'll make it faster.
No, to make it all-wheel drive, that's it.
Yeah. Jeez. I wish I knew you when my cars were broken down and shit. I might have saved some money. So, what made you stick with being a mechanic? Like, so you
Oh, I
said
never wanted to be a mechanic.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. What made you?
Um, I did roofing for a while, and that was cool. That was really cool. And then it wasn't cool once my boss wasn't cool.
Yeah.
And then after we're roofing, I started working out in like agriculture and like selling produce and doing stuff like that, and that was cool. And then my boss wasn't cool. And then I've always been like welding, working on cars. I was like, well, shit, I wanted to keep this a hobby and do something else. But I mean, it's honestly the only thing I'm good at, and I didn't go to school. So let's do something with welding. And then I was applying to machine shops where I had like welding experience. I've already worked for a big welder. And then they laid me off. And I was like, I got a bunch of welding experience. And then I was applying to machine shops and working on cars in the meantime. And then this one automotive shop was like, hey, you want to come work for me? I was like, yeah, sure, I'll show up. I mean, I started off with like $16 an hour, and I've worked my way all the way up to like 26.
Nice. That's really good, especially in Cali.
Yeah, in 2 years too.
So, obviously, that's probably what made you stay. But what made you change your mind from the beginning of like, this is something I probably might not want to do to like, I'm gonna keep it going.
Oh, I just like engineering. I hate wrenching. I hate busting my knuckles. I hate like it ruins your body.
Yeah, I was gonna
But I
say
mean,
that's what-
it doesn't like break my mind at all. Like all I do is just, I don't know. That's my workout session. I don't have to go to the gym. Like I dare you to break that bolt loose. People will be struggling, the ratchet's slipping off, and I'll just do it like nothing. Like that's my gym workout right there. Like I'm in shape. Like just wrenching gives me abs, man.
yeah, hell yeah. And then like 30%
Yeah,
of
dude,
that
just
too.
wrenching, dude, and I'm ripped, dude. Especially if like I bust ass for 2 weeks, and like there's times like mechanics can pick and choose how fast they get something done. Like there's times where I can like, it's crunch time. Like my boss will buy me lunch and he'll buy me like a Bang energy drink, and dude, I'll be doing stuff that takes 3 hours in an hour and a half or less. Just flying a man on a mission.
Is that part mental too? Taking off that.
Oh yeah, you gotta want it, man. You gotta want it.
Because sometimes I'd be
But I'm
struggling
hourly
with that.
though.
Yeah, I was saying, no,
A
I'm
lot of
saying
mechanics.
taking off that bolt. Taking off that bolt that don't want to come off. You know, you said you're like physically fit. Well, is that part mental too? 'Cause sometimes, bro, I feel like I'm like.
Oh no, it hurts your hands. You just eat through it. You eat through the pain.
Yeah, you're savage.
Like that's especially that's why there's so much arthritis in this industry too. Is just because the beating your hands shape. But I mean, it's all for the sake of profit.
Yeah,
You like money? Well, do you like money or your hands?
exactly.
Well, a little bit of both. You know, you find your fine line. But there's sometimes you just bite the bullet.
Do you have a light in your living room? It's getting kind of dark in there.
Yeah, yes, I do, sir.
Turn that down.
Probably not that one.
Anyway.
1 second.
No, that's cool, man. Sorry, guys, didn't mean to break that, but it's getting a little dark on his end, so I wanted to make sure you guys see something good. But hopefully, so far, you guys are appreciating it. I'm having a blast. But of course, I'm always live on Wednesday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You could always catch me on my other podcasts. On Tuesdays, I game it. And then on Fridays or Thursdays, I have a tech review. I have my tech channel or my tech episodes. But yeah, and then on my other channel, Top 3 Views, me and my cousin, just us talking about the week. But let me get back to Loyd.
Am I prettier now?
Yeah, you're a little prettier now. Barely. I don't know how much light we'll be able to fix that though. But yeah, what were we saying? Oh, just physically demanding. Being
Somewhat.
being in tight spots. How's that?
It's all just how you can, like, tight spots is reaching into places where your hands and wrists were not designed to be in.
Yeah.
That's tight spots. But like crawling under cars, I don't really do that. We pick them up with lifts, man.
Yeah,
I work on cars standing up. Rarely ever do. I try not to bend over.
makes sense. That'd be messed up if your boss didn't have any of that there.
Oh no, it's called the shade tree mechanic. You know, the guy that like pulls up in your front yard and works underneath it in the shade tree.
Yeah.
Jack stands and stuff from Harbor Freight. Like after working for a full blown shop like this, like he ran his own little race team, dude.
Yeah,
So I'm pretty much like working in a little race team shop. We could do a little bit of everything except for like major motor work, like because we don't have the machines. But
Yeah. The
from
specific
tires,
tools-
suspensions to motors, to transmissions, like we could take them apart and put them back together.
Nice. That's sick. Like I said, I wish I'd known you. I wish I'd known you did all that.
Oh, dude, I'm not as good as I was back then either. Like I picked my boss's brain so much, Mike Erickson. Like we can even tag him in the post, I guess.
Yeah.
Nah, maybe not.
Yeah.
Not with all the sweet talk.
Yeah, I was saying, not the whole beginning. Yeah.
I mean, someone could stitch us out if they're into it.
Yeah. But I was gonna say, does your boss know you like to have fun?
Yeah.
Okay. But
Yeah.
we'll leave that at that.
I mean, yeah, I got a DUI and he was cool about it.
Yeah. I fought a DUI.
It messed up the program a little bit, but we worked around it. I got my license back.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how did that go with you being able to drive and no license, or like work at a shop?
Oh, he had to do all my test drives for me.
Yeah.
I'm finally back to doing my own test drives.
Yeah. Damn, that's crazy.
It's so nice, man.
Was
I
he
get to
mad?
burn so much time.
Was he mad when he?
Oh yeah, dude. My dad had to tell him the news and he hung up on him.
Yeah.
So he's not going to be here Monday. Click.
That sucks, dude.
But I don't know. Like, honestly, my boss is a very, very hard man to work for.
Yeah.
There's no tolerance for bullshit, retardedness, or I hate saying that word. Gosh.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know if you can say that anymore. It's crazy because
Or
that,
just
that word.
stumbling, man. Like that's why he's gone through so many employees, and I'm like one of the best and longest running one he's had, and I've got like no previous experience, and like the best way to say is he taught me everything I knew, I guess.
That sounds like the
But I mean, I just had a really good foundation.
Yo, he's hard, no compassion. He's not understanding.
Oh, curse you out,
he doesn't
curse
like
you
dumb
out,
people, like-
full-fledged, make you want to cry, dude. He's
like,
made people cry.
how are you-
It makes you want to cry.
How are you still there, Lloyd?
I don't know. I just like working. I like working on cars. I like working on like nice shit.
You work?
I do work on nice shit. I work on suspicion systems or like parts that cost 2 months of wages. You know,
Are you proud
I
of
work
your
on stuff like that. Oh yeah, no. Oh, of course, dude. That's why I'm meticulous. That's why I don't just power tool everything together, man.
about to
I
say-
get the torque wrench and I get it at exactly to 80 foot-pounds.
And it shows, right? It shows that you're proud of your work.
Oh yeah, dude. Like if I'm putting something brand new together, a chip in the paint, that's the whole job shot.
Yeah. No. Yes.
Dude, like we got customers that are that anal, man.
No.
If the chip and a paint, and it's not even something you can see, it could be a chip and paint on the frame rail. The whole job shot.
We did that once, but we fixed it before the customer got there. Luckily.
It's dumb. You hacked.
Yeah, we wet sanded
Yeah.
it and buffed it out, and yeah, because someone thought.
Oh, see, I've never done any chips on the body, but like
Yeah.
there's like you putting a brand new suspension system on, like the King Shocks, the stuff you see on trophy trucks, and stuff
Yeah.
like that, and like there's paint jobs on that stuff too, dude.
No, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
You can't be leaving any grease smudges. Like we use microfibers to clean suspension.
You can't even. They're like, whose handprint is that? Not mine. It's just the exact match.
It's all red too.
Yeah, exactly. No, not mine, man. I don't know.
But no, when we're tightening stuff, like every bolt gets marked in a specific manner. And then depending on what type of bolt is depending on how you mark it. So if the bolt ever moves, you can see that it's moved off the mark. So the bolt's shifted on the clocking. And yeah.
Do you like working on American cars? Do you like working on Japanese
Chevy.
cars? Or do you like
Chevy and
working on
Toyota.
German cars.
Chevy and Toyota. Germans are sometimes. Germans sometimes.
So,
Depends on what part of the German car.
yeah. So the only reason I ask because I remember hearing that Japanese cars are a little harder to work on I guess they're a little tighter spaced because they have smaller hands in Japan.
That is true.
Yeah, so I
I've
was.
I've had that happen so many times. We even had a fucking joke going, like, haha, stupid American. You can't fit his hands. But
Yeah.
German cars are like that too. It's not
Yeah.
until you get to like Chevy or Fords where it's these big frames with the motor sitting right there in the middle with a little bit of room. But these day and age, all the cars are crammed full of stuff.
Hey, do you you said you were working on a Corvette today?
Yeah, 1969 Corvette Stingray.
Okay. And then for the people that are listening, you guys didn't miss anything. This was before the show. They're like,
Yeah,
what?
that was today.
They're like, when did he say this? So have you seen the new Corvettes? The ones that are
Yeah,
like,
yeah. We're gonna. Yeah, they have that Magnetech suspension, I believe it is. It's like the magnetic ride, so it's like magnetically assisted. We're gonna be lowering one here soon.
oh, nice. That sounds
We're gonna
great.
be one of. Yeah, it's gonna be one of the first. Not one of the first. There's already been Corvettes that are lowered, but
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
we'll be one of the first in Seaside to do one at least.
How is that gonna be? Are you looking forward to that or?
I mean, it's gonna be intimidating, but I ain't scared. It's all nuts
Yeah.
and bolts, dog.
Yeah.
All nuts and bolts.
It's all nuts, and I got those on deck.
All nuts and bolts, baby.
No, that's true.
There ain't nothing you can't figure out.
Yeah.
There ain't nothing you can't figure out. Every person should feel like that. There's nothing on this world that's so complicated you can't figure it out.
Hey, why not
If
me?
you want
Right?
it, you can get it. What was that? Say it again.
I said, why not me?
Yeah, why not me?
Sick plug.
That was a good one. Yeah.
That's the
Too
name.
bad I had to ruin it with bad ears.
That's the name of the game, baby. That's why I named the show that. Literally, why I named the show that, because I always figured if someone else can do it, why not me?
Oh yeah, dude. Like when I got hired there, like there was like I was making not like rookie mistakes, but I was like it was like there's a better way to do it. There was a way better way of doing it, and I was going about it like a caveman. And like, oh my god, did I get lit up
Yeah.
like a couple of times for doing stuff like that?
And then after we like,
But once you learn the good way and the way, yeah, it all starts clicking. You start getting faster. Other stuff starts like relating into other stuff, and like now that I know this makes sense. It just blossoms.
is it like when
Like I learned so much in these past 2 years that like even my boss has told me, he's like, dude, like I've known guys that have been rich for 20 years and you put them to shame.
yeah, hell yeah, that's good, bro. Is
And I'm
it
like, and honestly, there's like times where I'm like, dude, I'm not even doing anything special. I'm just trying.
yeah,
Like this is what I'm into. Like especially when you get some of these like $100,000 cars in, like it just I get to touch this.
exactly. When I worked at the Porsche dealership, I asked the guys like, like, how'd you guys decide this is what you guys want to do? Work on Porsches, Like you guys could have went to school for other vehicles. Like how come you guys wanted to do this? And they're like, well, if you think about it, if I could fix a Porsche, I could fix any other car there is.
Yep.
And they're like, so like not only am I like would I be needed anywhere, they're like plus I like you said, how many people can say they get to work on Porsches every day, and how many people can say that they get to work on exotic cars, nice cars, like on a daily basis? And
All right, so you want to know the Porsche King? Like my boss, his dad is right next door, his shop, and he's got like 4 Porsches in the shop that he owns, and he's like just known in town as the Porsche guy.
yeah.
He worked at the dealership for 20 something whatever years, and then
made his own shop.
yeah, well he worked for another shop. He's got his own little story, but ended up
I
working
might
for
have heard
himself.
about him. Might have heard about him.
Dave Erickson,
I don't know. Maybe.
coolest old man you'll ever meet,
I'm trying to figure out where his shop is.
right behind Home Depot.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I've heard.
But
a
no,
couple
he was
people
back
like
in the day. Like he knows Targas like the back of his hand. He
Yeah.
knows all the Boxsters like the back of his hand.
Nice.
All those early Carreras, the 947s, back of his hand. And he gets them in today. I do his alignments.
Nice. That's sick.
me or his son does.
Huh. How do you?
And a couple of guys that like race their Porsches out of Laguna Seca exclusively take their stuff to him.
Yeah. Is it only because not only because he knows this stuff, but I'm sure he's a lot cheaper too than the dealership.
Yeah, no, it's fair. It's not
Yeah.
cheaper, it's fair.
Yeah. Okay. That's
Us mechanics don't like that cheap shit. We don't like cheap parts. We don't like cheap labor.
yeah.
You get what you pay for.
I see.
Especially with cars these days, you get what you pay for. You want
I-
cheap stuff? You want to go to AutoZone? Have at it.
Yeah, but you'll be back.
You'll be back.
You'll be back. Either for the same part or that led into something else. And nah, dude, fucking, I don't know if there's any cheap parts for Porsche.
No.
Yeah,
Well,
that's what
I
I'm.
mean, there's aftermarket, but I mean, the aftermarket for Porsche is actually decent brands. You know, it's all
Yeah,
Bilstein or Ohlins and stuff like that. It's not a bad aftermarket.
yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. What kind of car do you own?
GMC 1998 2500.
A 2500.
Single cab, long bed work truck, baby. You know how many dirt
Damn.
bikes I can fit in that thing?
Yeah, wait, dirt bikes I can fit in there. Let's go. Just slap the top of the roof.
We want to hear something about this Silverado?
That's it. That's hilarious.
No, I got it for free. I
Nice.
got it for free and fixed it up, and it's a project truck. I've only had it going for like 6 months now. But I mean, the whole front suspension and steering system's been gone through. A lot of the exterior motor stuff, no big gaskets or seals yet. Just anything that's needs to be replaced has been replaced. Like really good basic maintenance. All the belts, pulleys, battery, charging system, spark system.
So it won't leave you stranded.
No, it's a Chevy, buddy.
Okay. All right.
It's a
That's
GM.
fair.
It's
I
a
didn't say
GM.
I didn't say Ford. My bad.
Now, see, before I went full time with this mechanic thing, I was a third generation Fordman. Third generation. My grandpa, my great grandpa, and my daddy, Fordman. And I was a Fordman too. I had the Ranger. Remember, I had the Ranger in high school. Yeah, started working on cars. I said, "Fuck Ford. They're the biggest pieces of shit I've ever have to touch." If we get one that rolls up to the shop, everyone looks at each other like, "Fuck, man. Please don't put me on it. Please don't put me on it."
It's hilarious. I feel like a lot of white kids in our high school were Ford guys.
Oh yeah, no. It's honestly just like a heritage thing, like a generation thing. Like if your daddy was a Chevy man,
Hereditary?
you're a shit. Yeah, one of them big words. That's how it is.
Hey,
But I
can
mean,
you
I flipped the script.
can you say rural?
Rural.
Okay. I know my friend on the other podcast. He can't say rural. He was trying to say it last time.
Matt,
Yeah, Matt. He was trying to say rural. He was trying to say rural America, and he's all. He's
hit him
all
with this one: anti-disestablishmentarianism.
anti-disestablishment interiorism. Would you say the last
That's
part?
like the longest word in the dictionary.
Is it? What was the last word? Anteriorism?
Antarianism.
Antarianism. Oh, okay.
I don't know what it means, but I can say
Easy.
it.
Easy.
Supercalifragilistic.
Yeah, exactly. Look at us.
A's and B's, baby.
A's and B's. Damn.
This is the longest I've talked to you since high school.
Yeah.
This is awesome,
That's
man.
crazy. Yeah, no. That's
What
why.
more you want to know about mechanic stuff?
Yeah, I was gonna say, are there any vehicles that you guys turned down, or are there
Yeah.
any? Let's just say
Yeah.
two.
No, we turn out a lot of work, dude. We turn out a lot of work.
If two vehicles come
As a
in at the same
mechanic,
time-
you have to be able to pick and choose what you work on and what you're comfortable with so you can make money. It's all about being faster than what they think you are and making money. So a brake job, like Midas charges 2 hours, so it's going to be about $500. Well, dude, I could do it. I could do it in half the time and still charge them $400. And I'm still beating overhead and putting a little bit of money in my pocket. Like, I'm not getting rich off you guys. Like, honestly, mechanics aren't getting rich off you.
That's true.
Midas and the dealership, they're getting loaded off you. Not so much the mechanic that works on your car at the dealership. They don't give a shit. They're getting it done as fast as they can because they're flat rate. So if they get a 2-hour job done in 30 minutes, well, they still get paid 2 hours. So boom. But me, I'm hourly. I take my time. I take pride. If that car comes back and it has a problem, like there's a shame factor. That's not cool. That's our whole cred is gone.
Yes, sir. Yeah, exactly. Like, why would I want to take my car back to you the last time I brought it to you? Just
Like the dealership don't care if it comes back. It might even go back to the same mechanic. It might be some other Daryl
No.
that gets
No.
lucky.
they'll for sure give it back to the same mechanic. Be like, hey, you worked on it last. You should know what's wrong
Sometimes.
with it. Go fix it. Yeah.
Sometimes, not all the time, because sometimes they work weird schedules too. So that guy's off. He's off that day
What is
in
it?
the middle of the week.
I don't know if you guys do. You guys deal with brand new cars like off the lot? I'm not. I'm assuming. You guys
The newest Tesla I've ever worked on only had 183 miles on it,
Okay. Do you know what it's
and it
called?
was already wrecked.
Is it called PDA? Or I don't know what it's called. What the cars that haven't been programmed yet? They can only go like 25 miles per hour right when it gets to the lot.
It's called limp mode.
Yeah.
That's what I call it. It's a limp mode.
Yeah, limp mode. But there's a certain word for it. They call it.
No, I don't know.
But the mechanics love working on that. Like,
Oh yeah, it's easy. It's easy. You get paid an hour, and what you're supposed to do is check over every system on the car, and then take it for a test drive, and the car's ready to be sold in the lot. So that means checking tire pressure. It's all this basic shit. But I
Yeah.
mean, all the good mechanics, you just walk around the car real quick, slap a good sticker on it, and boom, you get your hour.
Yeah, I think they got quoted an hour and a half, and then
Yeah, I think it's well. It depends on what dealership, what
yeah,
manufacturer. They all have different books on how much something's supposed to take.
yeah. So it was an hour and a half, and they said like it takes like 15 to 30 minutes max, and like they get
Oh,
paid.
even less, even
Yeah.
less. They're hyping themselves up, dude. You just do a quick lap around it, make sure everything works.
And
You make sure,
I was one of the first ones to check them in, so they'd always tell me, be like, "Hey, can you let me know when it's here, so I can be the one to to get it?" Yeah,
yeah, because it's easy hours. It's
yeah,
easy hours. It takes them 15 minutes, and they made an hour and a half.
yeah,
Dude, that's
exactly.
bank.
And I don't know.
It adds up.
I was like, whatever. I'll just stick my head in the garage and let you guys know it's here, because they're all nice people. Like, if one was cooler than
Oh,
the
dude,
other,
all the like. I've never met a mean mechanic. I've met assholes, but they're not mean.
yeah,
They're just they have that ego to them, but they're not mean. They're actually like every single one I've ever met is cool.
nice, nice. Yeah, so they
I
were.
mean,
all
they have
cool
their
with me.
downfalls as a human, but
Yeah, they were all cool.
they're
with
never
me,
terrible people.
So I never I can never pick a favorite. Like, hey, like you get heads up first. Like you get a head start. You know, come pick your.
Like I've met mechanics with like drug addictions and like mechanics with like just like laziness and mechanics with like other family problems or other things going on. But like the person themselves is good, but they've always got some other shit in the background that's fucking them up.
You think a meth head would be a good mechanic? They just take everything apart.
No, they take everything apart, forget how it came back apart, so they
Yeah.
put it back together real quick, and then take it back apart, and then fix it, and then put it back together, and it doesn't work right.
I think my uncle. I think one time he did some drugs, probably meth. I forgot what kind of car it was. This was back in the day, in the 60s, 70s. Um, and I guess he was trying to install a steering wheel. You know the chain one? It's like a chain steering wheel.
Yeah, yeah.
And apparently he ended up taking his brakes apart because he was on drugs. And he put it back together. He put the steering wheel back on. And I guess he said he was driving down the street and he went to hit the brakes and all of a sudden they stopped working. He couldn't stop. And so he couldn't hit the brakes. So he tried turning the steering wheel so he could maybe like try going into a lawn or something. And the steering wheel popped off. so he just like went straight into someone's yard and like crashed into the side of their garage or something.
He already had a couple beers, so he's extra fucked.
Yeah, I'm sure that didn't help.
Yeah, no, that's not allowed. That is not allowed.
Yeah. Oh,
That is not cool.
that's not cool in your guys' book.
No, that does not pass the fucking bullshit test.
Yeah, that wasn't in my ACE booklet. I didn't see
No.
that in there.
Yeah, ASE booklet. I never passed that one.
I must have skipped that chapter.
The worst ones is like the closest I can relate to that is that someone comes back and they're like, "Oh, the brakes are already squealing, and we just did brand new brakes," and it's like, "Oh no." So what did you do? Like most of the time, it's because they're too hard on them right away. Like there's a break-in period. The pad is not hitting the rotor all the way yet. It's sitting still kind of crooked, so you got to slowly grind them down to where they're fully seated, so that the heat is being dispersed evenly. Because if the heat isn't being dispersed evenly, metal does a bunch of funky stuff when you heat it up and heat it up and cool it down a lot. So it starts. It's like, well, you need to calm the hell down. Quit driving like McQueen over here.
It sounds like my upstairs neighbors, huh? I know.
Well, you should have got the top bunk. That's your fault.
Yeah, it's whatever, bro. You gotta ride it through.
I'm the upstairs neighbor.
Yeah.
I got lucky.
Actually, I'm upstairs in my current apartment, so that's good.
I've only had the neighbors beat on the wall once.
Yeah. Was that just because were you being
Yeah.
annoying or were they being annoying?
I was being annoying.
Okay. Well, that happens, man. That happens. So I know you said you work on cars. Do you ever work on like? I know you're into dirt bikes. Are there any other stuff you branch out, like on your work?
Oh no! Well, it's all right for if it's my buddy. Like, hey, this broke, and like, all right, yeah, I'll come check it out. If it's a tractor, it doesn't matter what it is. Like, yeah, I'll come check it out.
Yeah.
And it's not even just mechanic stuff. It could be plumbing. It could be carpentry. It could be, I don't know. Like as a kid, like we never paid for people to do that stuff for us. We did everything ourselves. So I know a little bit of everything.
Okay.
Yeah, I branch out. Oh yeah, I branch out. I've done hydraulic systems, all kinds of weird stuff.
Do you help them with their computers and stuff too?
Tuning? Whoa.
Huh?
I know a little bit about tuning, but I'm not. I'll admit I'm just not good at it. And happily pay someone else to do it for me.
I remember.
There's always some old man wearing some New Balances that knows way more than you do about tuning. So just respect him and pay him his money. And even my boss, he's been a mechanic for 30 years. He can tune. He's made tunes.
Yeah.
But when it comes to his own car, he's going to pay someone else that knows their shit. And he always picks their brain every time he pays for it.
I was gonna say, does he have a dyno? No.
No, I know someone with one, though. It's a bolt-on to the hubs.
Where do you
So
get
if you
your
want something dyno,
yeah? Where do you get your vehicle smogged at?
me personally,
You don't have
Lopez Automotive.
Oh, okay. And
But if it's a customer at the shop out in Sand City, we take it to JJ's Auto Repair Shop and fishing supplies.
oh, okay.
Yeah, and fishing supplies, dog. You need worms?
Yeah,
you need your car fixed? You need worms? We got
That's
you.
One-stop shop.
It's
let's
just
go.
seaside. It's just
Yeah.
seaside, dude. He's into cars and fishing, you know, so
Yeah.
why not make a business out of it? And that's cool.
That's sick. Yeah.
He does all the smogs.
Yeah. Hey, you here for some fishing stuff? Is your car gonna need to be smogged? There you go.
You need some worms for your blinker fluid?
Yeah, exactly. Vice versa. Hey, bro, I noticed that you had a tackle box in there while I was changing the smog. You need some worms? We got you.
Yeah, like in my shop, we do a lot of suspension, a lot of suspension, dude. A lot of suspension, a lot of brakes, basic oil changes, basic engine maintenance, basic training maintenance, basic rear end, front end maintenance. Unless it's like a full blown build, then you get put into a different like classification of the customer. Because we have like a 4-link system going on a 1980s box Chevy, like one of those trucks, little boxy ones. Like we're doing a 4-link system on one of those, and that thing's full blown. We've done an El Camino with like a 353 stroker in it from Blueprint Engines with full-blown racing suspension on it, like custom builds. But I mean, it takes time and it takes money.
Yes, sir.
But usually we like the simple jobs that come in and out in one single day.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's how you make your money for that day, right?
Yeah, but that El Camino we built it, and then boom, the first day it blows a tranny, so it's right back in the shop getting the bigger tranny.
It had
Like those builds take time in their money pits, so people got to be ready for that kind of stuff.
had Caitlyn Jenner problems.
I don't know what that is.
Some tranny issues.
Ah.
Terrible.
I see what you did there.
Nah, someone told me about that. They had a Dodge, a Ram. This is before it was just a Ram brand, I guess. But yeah, they had the Ram, and I was like, "Where's your truck at, bro?" And they're like, "Oh, I had Caitlyn Jenner issues." I was like, "What?" Same thing. I was like, "What?" They're like, "Oh, some tranny problems." I was like, "Oh, okay, well, that's a good one." So yeah, that one stuck with me for
1500
yeah.
gas engine.
Yeah, apparently, I think a lot of Jeeps too, right? They had a lot of tranny issues as well. Like for a
Yeah,
while.
it's Chrysler Group. Yeah,
Yeah.
for a while. They got one of the best motors out right now. That
And
V6 motor they have, the Pentastar, does 1,000 horsepower from the factory if you supercharge it.
Jeez.
That's gnarly, dude.
What
If you like get a brand new car, you throw a supercharger on it, you won't have a problem for like 90,000 miles, and that's good for a car with a supercharger on it.
Do you like the SRTs?
I was working on one a week ago, and I refused to drive it.
Why is that?
There's too much torque. I just told my boss, like, I don't feel comfortable
You
driving
just
this
kill
one.
yourself?
Yeah, no, it was a Scat Pack one. There was
Yeah.
a 392 in it. Like, yeah, it was full tilt, dude. And he was like, "Oh, the brakes are squealing. I want to put better brake pads on." So I had to do brand new brake pads on this brand. It only had like 300 miles on it.
Dude,
It was like 280 miles. I was like, "Boss, I don't want to drive it. This is like way above my pay grade. So I'll do the work, but I just don't want to drive it." And he did the test drive, and he's like, "Oh my god!" Like they were talking. The customer came to pick it up, and he was like, "Oh yeah, is it fast?" He's like, "Dude, that thing hooks up like right away. All it wants to do is just fucking 0 to 60." He's like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, I know." And they were talking about how fast it is. I'm like, "Thank God I didn't drive it."
bro. Okay, so there's that SRT group. Well, the reason I was gonna ask you is because they have that. Jeez, I forgot the name of it. It's not the Cherokee. It's the Durango. They have the Durango. The SRT.
Trackhawk?
Yeah, that Trackhawk.
Yeah, those things hook, man. All it is a Hellcat motor in those things.
Yeah,
all drive.
that's what it's funny. That's why I think it's funny that they just stick that motor and everything, and they're like, "All right, it's good to
Oh
go."
yes, Chevy does the same thing, bro. An LS motor.
Yeah.
They do the same thing, man. Throw
I was
LS in it.
Yeah, what I was trying to get to was, do you like the SRTs? Do you like the Corvettes, the Camaros, or the Mustangs? You know, they're
LS and LTs.
okay. So you're a Chevy
LS and LTs.
because
No. Well, it's the engineering of it all, man. Because you could take a LS and I could drop $3,000 in it, and I'll smoke a Hellcat. I'll smoke All those motors you just listed, dude. The LS, it's just like Toyota. They haven't changed the design that much. It's rudimentary, the same block.
The last, the newest motor I saw was a LT4,
Yep.
and that was the one they used in the previous Corvette, right?
Yeah. Depending on what like package you got. Yeah, that's like
Yeah,
the premier.
yeah, I saw that in the Camaro, the
I
ZL1.
know a guy that's put one of the LT1 in the old C10, like a 1970 C10. It already had an LS7 in it that
Yeah,
was running on a turbo with alcohol injection, so it was running on alcohol.
jeez.
And he's like, I'm gonna get an LT. It's like,
Yeah,
dude, that motor runs. There's nothing wrong with that
yeah,
motor. Why are you putting the best motor out there? He's like, I don't know. It's just the
cause,
kind of guy he is.
cause
He
he
wants the
can,
best of the best
cause he
because he
can.
can.
That's sick.
And it's savage, dude. My boss did the whole suspension on that. Like that thing lays frame.
I drove
It's like a
a
$70,000 truck now.
I drove a 2016 Mustang. Gosh, what Mustang was it? A Shelby GT 500.
Mm-hmm.
And god damn that thing. That's how you said you were scared to drive that
The
SRT.
torque, man. It's all
Yeah,
torque.
dude. I took it on a turn and
Once it spools, it's going.
I took it on a turn. Right there by the dealership, like where the beach is, you can go straight and it's that dead end. And then you take a left and there's hotels, and then you take another left. There's the freeway to the Shell.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Beach Road. Yeah.
Yeah. So I took it right there and I gassed it a bit, bro.
Oh.
And then that Mustang started sliding out like bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah. The rear end's trying to pass the front end. The rear end's going so much faster than the front, so it steps out, fishtails, like
yeah.
step forwards for it.
I was just like, fuck this car.
Yep.
Yeah. I was like, I'm not. I think they fixed it from 2018 and up. They fixed the suspension and the handling on those Mustangs like completely.
Well, they did a weight transfer. It's because they were front end heavy.
And
Corvettes since like the 80s have been 50-50 balanced. The front weighs if you put scales underneath the tires, the front tires bear as much of a load as the rear tires, so the car is balanced like a Miata.
yeah.
So that's why you wouldn't get loose or step out on you. The Mustangs, they were front end heavy. The rear end had no weight. Front end had all the weight.
And what's a independent rear system and on the Mustang?
That's just arms.
Yeah, I think they
Just
I think
arms.
they had like an old system in there too, like
They
more
had an
like a
axle
truck.
in there. Yeah, they had an axle.
So like I'm not the biggest mechanic guy. I just drove this car and that's what I was told. So, and I drove
Yeah.
the
So one tire is going to naturally get more power than the other tire, just the way that gearing works back there.
oh, okay, just it's supposed to.
Because it's limited slip. One tire works until it slips, and then the other tire kicks in. It's an old limited slip system.
Yeah.
And once you get into IFS, you get into better differentials.
Okay, yeah. So they had the older system, and it was funny because like some 21-year-old, he traded in his 2017 Camaro ZL1 for that 2016 Mustang, that GT500. And he said the only reason he wanted to is he wanted to mod the Mustang, or he wanted to mod the Camaro, but it was too expensive to mod compared to the Mustang. So, yeah, so that's
An
why.
opinion. I feel like that's an opinion.
Yeah, I know, but that's just what he said. His family owned restaurants in LA, so I guess he was rich. And bro, when he took off, he was just peeling out the whole way down the drive from the dealership, pretty much to the lights.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, I wonder how long it's gonna take for him to kill himself on his way to LA. Like,
Yeah. All right. Can I take a quick break?
yeah, no problem, man. You want us to wrap this up soon?
I can just take a quick break. We got
Yeah.
like another 20 minutes.
That's fine. Yeah, no problem. I'm just saying. All right, everybody. Gonna take a quick break. Whoever's watching this, shout out to you guys. You guys are dope. You guys have any questions or anything? If you're watching this, say what up. This helmet I can put on, but I'm not gonna put it on right now. But yeah, I appreciate you guys tuning in every week. You guys are awesome. You guys are a big reason why I do this. But we gotta keep this going. Let me know if you guys ever have any guests that you want on here. I could try to get them. Who knows if I get them or not, but maybe. Maybe in the future we'd be able to. But it's almost going on a year since I've been doing this. 3 more months and it's a year. That's crazy. Once a week. It's a long time. But I don't know if you guys like my other podcast, the Top 3 Views. Always make sure to check that out. I had taken a break from that because my work schedule's been crazy. But it's getting back to normal, so I'm going to get back on that. But we made a special episode. This last one was we bought some NBA Top Shot cards for $10, and we made $290 on them. So if you're interested in seeing what that's all about, go ahead and check that out. I also got the top 3 tech, which comes out on Friday. It's about me reviewing tech videos. That one of those videos, the Huano dual monitor stand, that one actually has the most views on my channel at that 1,860 views. Last time I checked, so I mean that one's doing crazy. That tech channel is actually doing pretty good. And then obviously I got the Why Not Me podcast where I talk to you guys and I talk to different guests. I'm gonna make a Patreon. I made an Amazon Associates link that got canceled. They said I didn't have enough subscribers, so even though I was making sales for them bastards. But I'm gonna make a Patreon, so that's gonna be another way to support me. But we're back to Loyd. Where were we at? Oh yeah, do you have a timeline? You gotta be here anyways. I forgot to ask you, bro.
No, there's no timeline.
Oh, okay.
This is what I do. I work on cars, come home and play. If you want to be honest, I'll plan on doing Dragon Ball Z after this.
Nice. What Dragon Ball Z?
Play some Kakarot.
Oh, okay. Damn, I haven't tried that one yet.
Good. It's good. It starts slow, but it's good.
I'm wearing the shirt, but
I'm on the right channel, dog.
but well, he has blonde hair. I figured you might have blonde hair, so.
You make me feel so welcome on this channel.
Yeah, dude. I try, man. I spelled your name wrong. Yeah. But yeah, no. I just thought it's funny that the SRTs they just stick that motor in. Right now, they're like the main one I could think of.
Yeah. You could buy just the motor. It's called a Hell Crate.
Oh, nice.
That's the whole Richard Rawlings go-to right now. Like, oh, you want to sell a car? Put a Hellcat motor in it. Boom, car sold.
That's hilarious. That's sick. That's
Take
great.
any car, put a Hellcat in it, sold.
Jeez.
And he's got the plug on him. He can call the dealership, and like the dealership, if you take your brand new Hellcat in and be like, oh, the tranny's already blown, they're like, all right, 3 months. Rich Rollins gets on the phone. He's like, hey, I need a tranny. They're like, all right, we'll send it to you in a week.
Shit. You need a tranny? Well, we'll send you a new tranny and a new motor. That go together.
Yeah, no, he's just got to connect like that, but it's all advertisement. That's how Chrysler sees it. So, of course he's going to get fruit pickings.
That's like back in the day when Shelby used to work on the Mustang, right? That was all advertisement for them too.
Yep. Oh, they sold so many cars after winning that.
Did you ever watch the Ford versus Ferrari?
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you like that movie with Matt Damon?
Sad.
And
sad, man.
Yeah,
it's sad.
The ending was pretty sad.
Yeah, that's what I remember about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole engineering and the car is cool. I get to see that every day, but when you lose a life, man, it hurts.
Yeah, and that was their.
I mean, like yesterday, I'm watching Supercross races, and I'm seeing the gnarliest wrecks. I'm like, dude, I love this sport so much, but I hate it when these young kids are just ragdolling themselves.
Wiped out. Yeah, dude. And
oh, the ragdoll is what kills me.
That's crazy. That's crazy because I know a couple people that are into it that are young kids, and they're breaking their shoulders and breaking their hands. And
oh, even me, bro. I broke my tailbone. I fucked up my ankle.
Tailbone.
Terrible.
He hasn't. Oh, you kind of paused. Oh, there you go. I was gonna say, tailbone is crazy because I messed that up skateboarding. After that, I stopped skateboarding.
Wow.
But I couldn't even sit down to use the restroom, bro. But
yeah, tailbones break you.
Yeah. I was say I don't know if you remember that.
You gotta sit on a donut.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Well, I don't know. Mine was just bruised. I don't think it was broken. So I got lucky. How big is your crew over there? Is it just you and your boss?
Now it is.
Now it is. When was the last time you had a coworker or something?
What is going on?
I don't know. So
you're lagging.
Yeah, you're lagging on your end.
Lagging.
Come on, man. We're trying to run a show here. You're good.
My internet connection is unstable.
It's unstable, huh?
Damn.
Jeez. Is that off your phone or off your Wi-Fi?
No, we got a Wi-Fi at the house.
Huh. It's interesting. It's because you got up.
Yeah, ruined the flow.
Yeah. I say, put your mic down. It's all right. Can you talk a little bit? You sounded a little echoey.
I wonder if it's going to the laptop now. That's why.
Oh no, you're perfect right there.
All right.
Is your internet saying it's good?
No, it's struggling, dude.
Yeah. Well, you look
Strong
fine.
PS4.
You look fine. You sound fine. So I mean, you look
I
stressed.
don't know. I was
But
gonna say, like, if people want like advice about mechanic stuff or taking your stuff to the mechanic, always ask to see the parts they take off. Like, oh, you need brakes? All right. Well, let me see the old brakes. Let me see the old rotors.
is there any other advice you want to give people about this mechanic stuff?
Mm, I mean, I would honestly say get away from the dealerships. The dealerships are only out for blood. I mean, there's good mechanics at the dealership, but not all of them are. And the dealership, the service writer, they're only out for blood. Their whole job is to get every dollar they can out of you. Like, oh yeah, this needs a little bit of pep it up too, you know? Compared to like you go to a mom and pop shop, you might get a little bit more of an honest answer.
Hmm.
And if you never take your car in and you take your car in, they're like, oh, it needs this, and this, and don't be surprised. Just ask them, like, hey, what do I need to do right away? Don't get all mad because they found everything wrong with the car. Just be like, hey, so what's most important to my safety? What should we fix so I'm safe to drive?
Yeah. What's more important for my safety and the health of my vehicle?
Like that's the first thing I did when I got my truck. I got my truck for free because my dad hooked me up because his job, it was just sitting out there in a field and it was disgusting. It had wasp nest in it. It was a nasty truck, and it actually cleaned up. Dude, yeah, oh, it's nasty. The whole bed of the truck was a wasp nest, and I just pressure washed them all out. But it was a turd, and then a little bit of love. I mean, it's a trusty vehicle. It's only got 150,000 miles, and it'll do plenty more. You just got to keep it in check.
Was there any TV
These things
shows?
don't run in hopes and dreams.
Was there any TV shows you watched when you were younger? About
Oh,
cars?
all of them.
About
Monster Garage, fucking all that Discovery Channel stuff, dude. To this day, I'm still watching all that Discovery Channel stuff.
Do you remember Pimp My Ride?
Yep, they were hacks.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard like the bad story about that? Like they make people's cars look cool,
Yeah.
but the car still didn't run.
Yeah, it was
What the fuck? Why did I even give it to you? I don't care what it sounds like. I still need to get to work.
Like, yeah, it's got 10 screens on it, but it still doesn't run.
Yeah, see, that's I don't know, that's sad.
Yeah.
That's just a money grab.
I liked that show when I was younger, though. But
Like I've heard conversations like at my shop, like my boss, like he has so many friends. He's been working in Sand City in cars for the Sand City Monterey area his whole life.
Yeah.
So everyone knows him. They're like, if you want it done right, take it to Mike. But you might have to deal with a little bit of attitude. You might have to pay a little bit more. But if you want it done right, and you want it done right the first time, take it there.
what's that's sick. That's good to know that. That's a good, like, you guys are a reliable shop. And that's,
Well, yeah, it's cool for the customer. It's terrible for Loyd, bro. 'Cause
Yeah.
I got this standard.
I was gonna say-
I got this standard that's all the way up here.
let's say
No
it's good,
slack.
It's good to know that you're carrying it too, though. You know? Well,
I don't want to be a scumbag. I don't want to be a hack, dude.
Yeah.
I'm proud of my work. I laid my hands on it. I dare it to fucking be wrong. I
Hey.
dare it to be wrong.
You're telling me all this stuff, and then I talk to your boss. He's all, Loyd? He's, I haven't seen that guy in like 8 months. He's like,
You haven't seen me in 8 months because you've been sitting in the office because I've been busting my ass.
Nice save. No, I'm just messing. But that's why I'm even happier that you're on here, man. Like I was telling you earlier, like who knows what the hell? Someone could just be lying to me the whole time.
I mean, if you're watching the stream and you got problems with your cars, hit me in the DMs.
Yeah.
I'll help you. I'm not a dick. I ain't got that much going on either. I'm not going to ignore you.
So, what's your favorite part about being a mechanic?
The engineering, especially like the one-off Corvette stuff. And like you haven't even like, I don't know, like people, all these street cars, all these racer guys, like, yeah, they know cars. Yeah, they know how to work on shit. Yeah, they can make fast cars, but they haven't seen every breed, make, and model. And like especially working on older cars and working on newer cars, how it started off looking like this, like the dinosaurs, and then now it looks like this. Like I get off on the engineering.
Nice.
The engineering behind it all is what gets me excited.
Oh yeah.
Especially when something comes in and it's like a BMW. It's got an axle shaft going through the engine's oil pan. It's like what, why, and like how that whole design works so the whole system doesn't collapse and leak into itself and all kinds of crazy stuff. It's like, installing those parts, there's a trick to it. It's a special touch. You got to have it. Some have it, some don't. But you can mess up a $50 part just by hitting it with a hammer wrong.
Yeah, exactly. Or I remember on some of these older Porsches, I'm trying to remember what they had, but it was these fans they had in the back that were plastic, I guess when you turn on the car, you're not supposed to step on the gas, or else when you do, it could blow up the whole fans that were plastic back there. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm.
And because a lot of old cars, people would gas them to turn them on. And
Oh
apparently,
yeah, it turns on the choke. Back
yeah,
in the day when carburetors, yeah, you press the gas pedal once and it engages the choke, and then the car's running and the choke would kick off.
yeah. So apparently, these plastic fans in the back. I'm assuming it was after the carburetor, probably right after, and it would if you did that while turning it on, it just popped those fans right off into pieces. And so I remember told a couple
It
times.
probably caused an electrical surge.
Yeah, I was told a couple times not to do it on certain vehicles, but I can't remember now. It's been a while.
I don't see any Porsches being
Yeah, I remember.
crankshaft driven, water pump driven fans.
I remember being told that specifically. I don't know. Maybe ask your boss. Maybe he knows what I'm talking about. I don't know.
See, it makes a difference if they're mechanical or electrical fans. If it's an electrical fan and it goes too fast and it shatters the plastic, it's because you got too much electricity. If it's a mechanical fan and you fucking rev it right away, it's because fan clutches, the way they work, some in modern vehicles and in back in the day, there's oil inside there, and then once the oil gets hot enough, it like releases the mechanism that allows the fan to spin one to one ratio with the motor or the water pump, whatever it's attached to. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't.
You
Yeah, I
need
don't
to do
know.
your research.
No, I don't, because I don't work in that field no more. I am doing my research. I'm asking you.
Shit.
Talking to an expert. That's how I do my
Yeah,
research.
depends on what system. Tell me the model and I'll Google it and I'll give you an answer.
I can't even remember anymore, bro. Gosh, it's been so long. it's been
Oh, this is a good talk.
Yeah, it's been so long, bro. It's been over 5 years, I think, since I worked there.
I wish there was like mechanic questions people would have sent in.
Yeah,
Pick my brain.
yeah, they could ask.
Your questions suck,
They
bro.
could ask. All right, this is over. I guess I'm gonna wrap this up because you're being an asshole to me. I can be an asshole to you, but you can't be an asshole to me, okay?
I thought we're good friends.
No, I know.
I ain't gotta fake it.
I know. I like it. I like it. I would hate it if it was the other way around. I guess. What made you get into dirt bikes?
Oh no, dude, that was in the blood. I mean, gosh, I was only like 4 years old, 5 years old. Dad threw me on a dirt bike. Like, here, didn't even teach me how to steer. Ran right into the fence.
Yeah.
Love since day one, dude.
So did you learn how to ride a regular bike before that, or?
I started on a CR50, which is a little Honda bike.
I meant like a bicycle.
No, I actually rode my bicycle. Well, they both had training wheels on, so
Yeah.
I've been riding
That makes sense. Though. Why learn
by
to ride a
human
bike?
powered and combustion engine powered. I've done both.
Okay, that makes sense. Though.
Way better at the combustion engine. I hate BMX. Not good at that. Put me on a dirt bike. Try and keep up.
Nice. I've never gone on dirt biking, man.
Well, pretty soon I'll have a bike that's your size to ride. After I finish rebuilding this 250 that I'm rebuilding for my buddy, that's a Yamaha 2-stroke, which is like the most basic motor that was ever designed. He's giving me a dirt bike as payment, so
Oh, nice.
perfect little Suzuki for you because I only ride Suzukis.
Yeah, I kind of figured when your name was Loyd Love Suzuki. That
Very much so.
makes sense. And how did that start?
I was a Suzuki 250. Started all that.
And
I'm a Honda and a Suzuki kid, and my dad's a Yamaha guy.
so
See,
now-
there's no generational bloodline shit for that, like Ford and Chevy.
Yeah.
You just like what you like.
Are you into street bikes?
I think they're cool, but I'd never ride one.
No, why not? Just because it's too
I'd be fine on the bike. I just don't trust people around me.
that's what I would say. It's too dangerous.
That's why I drive a big Chevy truck, dude. You want to get in a battle, I'm gonna win.
Yeah.
unless you're a tractor trailer, I'm gonna win.
Yeah, we don't want to see you flying in the road, man. That's.
Oh yeah, no, that's exactly what happens. I've known people that have done it, and the accidents that have happened, and nope, I'll stick to dirt and sand, dude.
And it's crazy too. 'Cause
Concrete is not forgiving.
you'll hear people saying like, "Oh, well, you always see them weaving in and out of traffic. You know, it's probably
Yeah.
their fault too."
Yeah,
Yeah. Well.
yeah.
I'm
Sometimes, man. But it's complete opposite too. You could be the most defensive rider out there, and some chick was texting or TikToking, and boom,
Yeah.
you're standing in someone else's windshield.
Yeah. And there's
Not fair.
There's a good reason why they're loud.
I've seen the YouTube videos. They're revving right next to them, and they still cut them off.
Yeah, that sucks, dude.
There's people that got. I mean, I always got the music on, but I check my mirrors like crazy. Like when I don't know. I work on cars, so when I'm driving my car and I'm pushing my truck to the limit, like I'm getting feedback from it.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, the brakes kind of suck, dog.
That's true.
Other people, they just go.
Yeah, they just go and they don't stop.
They don't.
All gas,
They
no
don't.
brakes.
They don't. Yeah. I love that show. Gosh, look at you plugging them. Didn't they separate? All
Yeah.
gas, no brakes.
They ended up
Yeah.
separating because they didn't want to pay the guy.
Yeah, that's not fair, man. Now he was the whole show.
Yeah, he's the only
Is he got a new channel? We need to
Uh,
plug on that channel.
I think yeah, that's sad. I don't know the new channel. I only watched a couple of episodes of that one, but yeah, I think he's got a new channel or a new Patreon, and that
Oh.
other channel, the old channel's done.
Well,
with it.
send me your Patreon. I'll plug you.
I haven't got it yet, but I will.
Well,
I was thinking of it's because it's hard to. So I'll probably charge like $2 or $3 a month. But
I'll do
whatever,
5.
but
Just
whatever,
do a $5.
whatever graphic cards, it's because I don't have the thing I'm gonna give, and not everyone's gonna get it. That's the whole point. So you know how I test graphic cards, I review them and stuff. I don't know if you know that, but anyways, I do that.
I saw that one.
Yeah, I got like 3, 4. So anyways, these are hard to come by for people, and I figured once I get them, whoever's in my Patreon, I'll give them a chance to do a lottery to buy it. You know, I'll do a random shuffle.
Oh yeah, I'd sign up for that. $3 Patreon for a graphics card.
No, you don't win the graphics card. You get a chance to buy it at the price you paid it for. I paid for it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Lost me.
Yeah. So it
I like free, bro.
Yeah. Well, I'm not at that dude, if I ever made more than enough to where I can give it out for free, then that's perfect. That's perfect. But I don't give it out for free a lot, you know?
That's nothing wrong with that.
No.
I mean, that's splendors.
But let's just say a $500 card. People are signing up for $900. You'll just have a chance to buy it for $500. And
I've been waiting to build a PC, so if I get a free graphics card on top of that,
yeah, I can't afford the free graphics card yet.
you got to have cooler conversations,
Yeah.
Loyd.
And I'm not even guaranteed to get a graphics card. It's so hard to get them.
Eesh.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
that's all backlogged.
Yeah, that's just terrible. Like, and then the bots buy them instantly. So, good luck.
Yeah.
Even when they do come out. That's
Same
why.
thing, PlayStation 5s. That's why I haven't tried.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'd give you a chance to get it. Like, this would be a legit chance to get it.
I mean, you should put me on your top 3 gaming channel too, dude. I game.
Yeah. Do you play?
Oh my god, I play everything, but I'm on PS4 only.
No, that's fine. If you have Cold War or Warzone, join me on Tuesdays or any other day when I'm on.
All right,
You play Cold War?
I have to warm up a bit. No, I'm good on COD.
Okay, Cold War.
I'm better at like other games, but I'm good on COD.
Because well,
I'm
that's
confident.
that's what I stream with is because everyone has Cold War. So like everyone.
Oh, yeah, no, why
everyone
not?
can get- Yeah, so everyone can get.
Oh, dude, I'm only subscribed to Stone Mountain though. That's the only guy I like on COD.
You need to check out my live streams on Tuesdays, bro. Yesterday we went 8-1. We only lost one game.
On Warzone
No,
or multiplayer?
multiplayer.
Search or what?
No, not just everything.
Oh.
I just do a mix of everything.
I like Search.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't like search too much.
It's hard.
Yeah, it's boring sometimes too, though.
Yep.
If I die instantly, I just gotta watch everyone.
You got everyone just chirping you the whole time.
But I like to have fun too. But it's not like I do shitty. There's a reason I'm called
Oh,
top.
same here. Same here. I'm not the best.
Top 3 is. I always try to get top 3.
Oh yeah, I'm positive in KDs.
Yeah. So
I'm big on GTA.
yeah, GTA. I
You want to stream GTA one day?
One day I definitely want to.
I can carry you on GTA.
I haven't played that in forever, and
Oh, dude, I'm still active.
I never played it on my PC, and I always wanted to try it out because I have a good graphics card, a 6800.
Yeah, PC is way funner.
Yeah, I want to try those role playing servers. Where,
Servers? Yeah, with the cops and robbers and stuff.
yeah, you're a certain thing. I always wanted to
Yeah, I
try
watch those on YouTube.
just cause, yeah, I figured it'd be fun. Just some stupid ass shit. Me as a
Alright, you
cop.
ready to wrap it up, bro?
Yeah, I'm getting pretty ready. I was gonna say, so what's your favorite car to work on?
Chevy truck. I can get that in and out of the shop and perfect every time. Chevy truck.
Chevy truck.
Chevy GM.
And what's your favorite car
Cadillac.
in general?
My personal favorite car?
Yeah.
Probably Volkswagen Bug.
What's that? What? That's crazy.
Volkswagen Bug.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
it.
you could do so much with those, and like this day and age, like with the whole CAD design and roll cages, like it's just a Volkswagen Bug with like a whole different body. But I mean, a dream truck is a Silverado trophy truck or a pre-runner. That's the dream truck.
What's the worst car you've worked on?
Mini Cooper.
A Mini Cooper? A BMW?
Mini Cooper. Yeah, it actually is BMW design, huh?
Yeah. So
Yeah,
that's funny.
Mini Cooper.
You were talking all this trash about BMW this whole time, and it it ends up being
Comes
that
back.
one. What was wrong with that one, or what was
So the radiator caps, radiator cap designs on those. So like on regular radiator caps, there's a spring in the cap. So when the system overheats, the pressure built in, the barometric pressure inside the radiator overpowers that spring and blows radiator fluid out the relief valve or relief passageway, tubeway, whatever you want to call it. And this Mini Cooper, it doesn't have that spring. It's just got a gasket. So once it overheats once, you have to get a new radiator cap. So we were having cooling system issues the whole time, and all it was this special BMW radiator cap.
wow, damn, that's crazy.
If you overheat once, the cap is bad.
Yeah,
So you have to buy a whole new cap.
I think that
instead
happened
of doing a spring design.
That might have happened to my '92 BMW, because I did a flush.
It's simple to overlook. It's simple to overlook.
I did a flush, and then that thing one time just.
And that's
popped
why.
everywhere.
That's why, like as mechanics, you always have to go back to your basics and not let something overwhelm you. You just have to go back to your basics and be like, okay, so how could this system be failing on the most pavement-styled of system?
Yeah.
You just go back to your basics and then you backtrack and like you check for simple stuff. It's like people, they're like, oh, I got to check engine. Like, you check it out. It's like, yeah, your gas cap's not tight. these computers are sensitive systems sometimes.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Do you ever try to upsell anything?
Oh, every time, all the time. All the time. I try to figure out what's going to be wrong with your car before it's even fucking wrong. Like, hey, so look at this. In 3,000 miles, you're fucked, bud. So we could do it now, or you don't have the money, you can come back later. We'll hook you up. We'll work with you.
Yeah, it might be worse, and it might cost more.
But it's usually better for us to have it in the shop one shot. It comes in, it leaves, doesn't come back for 5,000 miles for an oil change. That's the dream.
Nice. Do you treat women differently than male counterparts?
No. No,
because we
have a lot of women customers are usually our basic maintenance. And we take care of them. We're just honest with them, dude.
And
there's only been one time that, and this isn't even that bad of a thing. There's only been one time I had a problem with the woman customer, and it was because she was describing something, and I was like, oh yeah, we could do that. And I balanced her tires, and she's like, no, I didn't want my tires balanced. I wanted them rotated, just rotated. I was like, well, we did rotate them. I put the best tires that you have on the front of the vehicle because you want the front of your vehicle in control always, so you want the best tires at the front. But I rebalanced them as well to make sure when you're on the highway doing 90 miles an hour, you don't get the little jitters in the steering wheel because the wheels are wiggling because they're not balanced.
The only thing I meant by
that, and she was mad, she was overcharged, and we changed that. We didn't charge her for it. I'm sorry, that was a miscommunication.
I've heard stories of like mechanics charging women higher prices or trying to upsell.
No, not at our shop, because all the women that come to our shop, it's all from referrals.
Yeah,
we're not like a dealership. It's all from referrals. Like if you want someone you can trust, you come to our shop.
I know. The only
We're going to tell you the truth about your car. If it's so expensive you can't afford it, then we'll come up with the best solution for that car in your situation. But we're not trying to take advantage of you. We just want honest work. And we kill it. And we like working on the nice stuff. And that's why most of our customers bring us the nice stuff. And since they bring the nice stuff, they also bring the daily drivers. And we get those too. And like, hey, bro, this one's worse.
Yeah. Work is work, right?
And they're like, oh, well, I was thinking about trading it in. Like, we get that a lot. Like, hey, we have all this stuff wrong with this car. Like, do you want us to fix this? They're like, just get it through the oil and we're going to trade it in. It's like,
The only reason I asked that is because I wanted to talk about, people, I guess, supposedly trying to.
No, it's common.
Yeah, I've heard about
it. Oh, yeah,
it.
no, dude. People have done it to my girlfriend. I'm like, what? Let me check it out. Yeah, they're full of shit, babe. Quit going to the dealership. Fuck your warranty.
Yeah, exactly. They can't.
We actually have customers like that too. We have brand new vehicles, brand new Ford trucks, brand new fleet vehicles, and the dealership. Obviously, when they sell it to you, you have to do your first oil change there. The warranty's voided.
Yeah,
it's literally in the contract. And they said, "Fuck your warranty," and they go straight to Mike.
Yeah, and I thought it was they can't really void your warranty anyways as long as it shows that upkeep has been on there, right?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
But the way they word it, they try to tell you that. But
Yeah, I used to think
you're
that.
not talking about the dealership warranty now. You're talking about the manufacturer warranty,
Oh,
and that
okay.
exists at all times
Yeah.
until you hit certain criteria.
Yeah, certain miles or certain years.
Yeah,
Whatever
there's
comes
two
first.
different warranties.
Okay. And one more question before we'll see if anyone has questions for you. Okay.
Oh, already.
Do you guys
We got
accept?
viewers?
Yeah. Do you guys accept cryptocurrency?
No.
Terrible. All right, we're done.
We could though. We knew, all right, so we could in a heartbeat. I could, yeah. I have a wallet set up, so like, yeah, like I would just like exchange the money with my boss, but no one's offered that.
Yeah. No, I know. It's just you're really dark.
Our most common thing is cash, man. That's how you get the hookup.
Yeah. No, I know. It's just you know how cryptocurrency is. You know the whole Tesla.
Oh no, it's
accepting
possible.
it.
No, yeah, we could.
Huh.
We haven't had the offer yet, but we could.
I wonder
But
how
as of now, it's not like on our Yelp page.
Yeah. I know. I'm just wondering how that would go.
No, we can make it work. We like crypto.
What if you accepted like $500 worth of crypto and your boss was like, "What are you doing? Why'd you accept that?"
It would just get exchanged right away. Let's be
Okay.
honest. But
Yeah.
I mean, I could facilitate it.
Money's money, right?
Hey, that's how we are.
Oh yeah, that's crazy. I wonder if your boss would be mad if like you accept $500 and then like the next day it's $520. You know? Yeah. I don't know what he'd tell you.
No. Because honestly, if he did get crypto, I would honestly convince him like, hey, don't cash it out. Hold on to it.
Yeah,
It's only going to go up.
it's only gonna go. It might go down real quick, but it'll go back up. Trust me.
It's long game. You got to
Yeah.
play the long game.
Volatility's the name of the game, baby.
Yeah. You're not a day trader. Crypto was never made for day trading.
No, that's true. It's a savings account, bro.
Yeah.
Well, all right.
It's real economic buying power.
Yeah, that's crazy. I'm glad that you're into crypto too. I knew we had a connection back then. There was a reason.
Me and you have always been
Yeah.
into tech, though. Always.
Yeah,
Like, we were the
absolutely.
first ones. We were the only kids jailbreaking at our school.
Yeah.
We like what? Marvell paid me to do his iPhone. Adrian paid me to do his iPod. Like I remember, I had like a little $35 fucking jailbreak business going on,
Yeah.
and like what? You plugged it in, ran the program, boom.
Yeah. I remember I'd have to convince people to do it. They're like, no, I don't want to get in trouble. No, I don't want it to do this. Or
Well, no,
that."
I was my own advertisement. I would be playing on like, oh, how can
Yeah.
yours do that? Or I was showing everyone like, how can you do that? This is jailbroken. Like, oh, can you do mine too? Like, yeah, $20. Like, I have to pay too, bro.
No, yeah. I'd explain to them and they'd be like, nah, I can't do that. They're like, they're like, whatever breaks. I was like, all right. They're like, hack? You just hack into it. They're like, hack? Nah. Like, it's like, what? All right.
Yeah, no, it's scary.
Enjoy
Now
it.
this day and age, it's the coolest thing in the world.
Enjoy your fucking your basic ass iPhone. I don't care. I'm gonna go play tanks with Loyd.
You don't even have live wallpapers.
Yeah.
Live wallpapers.
And it's funny. Android
When those first came out.
Android was doing a lot of that stuff when they first came out.
Oh yeah, it was open source.
Yeah. So
That Android. I dipped into Jelly Bean for a while.
yeah. Android sucked.
It's only
at the beginning.
firmware.
Yeah, Android sucked at the beginning.
Yeah. Well, it was on every phone. That's why.
Yeah, they
It was
couldn't-
open source for like 4 different brands compared to iPhone, where there's only one motherboard that runs it.
Yeah, it's much easier to optimize compared to a whole bunch of shit happening here and there. But for the live viewers, I'm gonna go ahead and see if anyone has any questions for Loyd. They might be shy, they might not, but I'm gonna give you a quick 45-second break, then we'll head out. Okay?
Give me the hard ones. Give me the hard ones.
Let's see. Let's go.
How come my car don't start? Does it crank over at all?
Check it out.
Oh, I'm not on screen?
Just your
Good.
sound voice. They can hear us. Alright, 45 seconds about to be up. Let's go back live. Well, no questions popped up, Loyd. I'm so sorry, man.
I'm not popular anyways. I'm used to it.
It's okay. Hey, even the best ones don't get any. But do you have any questions for me?
Tuesdays, I'll be there.
Tuesdays. That's the gaming one. So if you're down,
I'll
you,
be there. That's yesterday.
yeah, you missed yesterday. I mean, you could always go back and watch it. Anybody
I
can
was
go.
on yesterday too. Damn
Anybody
it.
can go back and watch those.
All right. Well, hopefully there's like some mechanic questions in the comments, and I'll help you.
Yeah, for sure. I was hoping. Damn, you got no questions for me either. Gosh. All right, this show stinks. Let's.
I mean, the question since we started is like, why is there all those helmets? Like, it's kind of cool. I'm a big Marvel guy. Have you watched all the new Falcon stuff? And
Yeah,
Wanda?
I caught up. No spoilers. Those I just got those yesterday.
Yeah,
Bro.
no spoilers, please.
I got
Those are
them
dope.
clearance, so I was like, yeah, it's about time. I need shit.
Those are nice helmets.
I need shit to in the background. Like, check this out. Fucking stupid. I can't. The only thing is I can't hear with the. I can't hear with the headset on, so I can't hear what you're saying right now. How does this go?
Oh man, we're such nerds. I love it.
Yeah, you know. Can you hear me?
That is pretty cool, bro.
Yeah.
Eh.
And then the.
You can't even find it. I'm sorry, but you didn't make it into the Avengers. All
No, I know they don't let little Mexicans in there.
right, bud.
Yeah, so I'll let you go. And my head can't fit in that one with the glasses, but one quick plug in. Where can we find you on your socials? And I don't know if you want to plug in your work as well.
Lloyd loves Suzuki, and it's LUVS. Lloyd loves. Lloyd loves Suzuki.
And is that Instagram,
That's TikTok. That's Instagram.
Twitter,
Email.
Facebook, AOL?
Facebook's just Loyd Shaw,
Okay. But
but I ain't on that. It's active, but I'm not on it.
yeah, man, dude, I had a blast having you on here. We'll
Same.
go ahead and end this soon. If you ever want to share it with your friends or anything, go for it.
I am. I will. There's a
And,
couple. Our girlfriend's gonna watch it as soon as she gets home.
All right, I'm gonna hold you on here for one more minute after it's for pretty much 2 more
Yeah.
minutes. 1 minute, it's gonna be the end screen, and then it'll just be me and you on Zoom. All right.
All right.
All right. And then I gotta give myself a quick shout out too. So everybody, I appreciate you guys for watching this. Remember, Wednesdays, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Why Not Me podcast. Tuesdays, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Top 3 Gaming, a game with the squad. And Thursdays or Fridays will be the Top 3 Tech, where I review different tech stuff. Make sure to tune in. When I get my Patreon up, go ahead and follow that if you guys want. If not, I understand too. But I appreciate you guys watching. I don't appreciate you guys not asking questions this time, but it's all right. But catch you guys on the next one. Let's get it.
Top 3.
Top 3. All right, we're on hold for a quick minute, and then I'll talk to you on the phone, and I'll let you go, okay?
I'm chilling, bro.